Hello everybody, how's it going? And welcome back to the Kill Connor Club podcast. I'm one of your hosts, James, and I'm joined, as always, by Tyler.
As always, what's up, mate?
It's going great. I think I just realised, as I did the intro, that I still have my mic set to the Horsey and Fox level, so that might have been ear-piercingly loud, but I hope not. We're all good now. Anyways, today we're joined by a special guest, as you can see by the title, LongEaredFox, or obviously George, one of the four pillars.
Alright,
how's it going?
boys? I'm doing great.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
How was
good.
How was Horsey and Fox yesterday?
It was good.
Good time.
Honestly, Fox, yeah, it was fun, enjoyable as usual.
What are you guys up to now? Because you're playing through the collection of Kingdom Hearts. Is Birth by Sleep is what you're on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fuck. Have you? What order do you do them in? Do you do one, like the collection order?
Yeah.
Not chronological order.
No.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
obviously,
that's-
otherwise, if we were still on Birth by Sleep, like, what the fuck are we even
Yeah,
doing?
that's the first one we're doing.
Well, you are. It is It is on critical. It's not fucking easy.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
But you guys
We were
have-
stuck yesterday, the end of the stream. We were stuck on the section right at the beginning of Radiant Garden. I don't know, for like a solid hour. It was fucking dumb. I don't know how we didn't do it. We just kept
Which
dying
character?
over and over again. Aqua.
Oh yeah.
I feel like when you play as Aqua, you're like under-leveled for some reason. Like you don't
Yeah,
get
I-
any
feels a
damage
bit
towards
harder.
the beginning. Yeah, it's weird.
It's because her strength is shit.
Yeah, that's
Like her
very
magic's
true,
great,
actually.
but her strength shit. Like I remember playing. It took me like my first run through Birth by Sleep. It took me 10 hours to finish Aqua, and then I played as like Terra, and it took me 4.5 hours to finish the storyline. And I'm like, that is drastically different and easier to do Terra's storyline than Aqua's. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the Kill Connor Club podcast, brought to you by AsAlways Entertainment. And if you want to support us, just head over to patreon.com/AsAlways, and you can become a sweet vintage lad to get bonus podcasts every other week. The Kill Connor Club isn't on. So we've got a few of those awesome sweet vintage lads to thank for their support over at patreon.com/AsAlways. Let's head on through to them. There is Ben or Modorox. There's Quizhek, sorry. Fuck, I always fuck that up. Thanks, Quizhek. We have Josh Devillier, Xeno Rheao, Damian, Mario 5380, Lumistrad, Yazen, Joshua Maurer, Gene. Oh, Joshua Maurer, he's a new fella, a new sweet vintage lad.
What a
Welcome,
smart
Josh. We have Gene, Marcus Blackburn, TheHumbleWorm, Nimbus, Seth, Tom Cunningham, Oscar, RAVJAI, Zack Neely, son of a bitch, Ogeaidogo, you motherfucker, Tyler Tranter, Brendon, or BQ Overlord, and Pink Flame 313. Thank you, you sweet vintage lads, for supporting us over at patreon.com/AsAlways. Go help us out there. Especially me. I don't have ads anymore, guys, so
That's
there's no
true.
money. There's
Tyler's
no money.
got to eat. Like, what the fuck? Come on,
Yeah,
Yes,
guys.
how I pay my bills. What a great business choice. Like, YouTube's the only way I pay my bills. And the way my business plan is don't make videos and take off ads. What a great choice. What a great choice.
In all
Yeah,
fairness,
but
you're not missing out on much because ads are a bit shit, really. They're only just going back up, really, but it's all right.
but even with ads coming back up, like, it's hard to even get your videos to monetize these days because it's
fucked.
not suitable content for ads.
Oh yeah, happens to
Yeah.
like every single fucking video you upload.
It's
really
happening
fucking
all the
weird.
time now, and I just thought to myself, I don't really give a fuck about that. Plus, don't really make much money from ads anyway. Also, don't do videos. But I was going to do it start next year and just, take off ads or whatever. But I thought I'm just going to do it now because I'm going to do some more videos soon.
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what? So I'm part of my channel. I went through and unmonetized every video I've got, turned off ads on everything. And so that way, no one will ever have to watch an ad on my channel. And then if people want to, if they're like, wow, it's really nice to not have to watch ads, you know what? If it feels that good, just chuck over $1 at patreon.com/AsAlways. Why not? Why not? Help me feed my 3 children that I have. Because I don't have a job to support them. That's the only way I do it. That's the
Exactly.
other way.
That's great.
But do you guys have any plan with like this? How do you guys deal with this ad shit?
You don't. You just have to hope for the
Don't deal
best.
with it.
Well, James, I know how you deal with it. It's like, let's go to Twitter and post 20 tweets in a row complaining about it.
Yeah, and just hope
I'll fix it.
maybe that'll fix it. Yeah, I mean the best. I mean you just got to keep going and hope for the best, and just throw in more mid-roll ads.
Yeah.
And just hope for the best. I mean, I asked people ages ago on Twitter. I was like, if I needed some more ads in videos, would anyone mind? And it was like 95% of the poll was like, no, we don't mind. So I was like, okay, you sweet kids, I'll just do a few more if it's bad. But
Well,
I mean,
definitely one of the 5% because I've watched all your videos this week, and every 2 minutes there's a fucking ad, and I'm like, God damn it.
the ads haven't been like getting demonetized recently as bad, but it seems to be whenever I do a video like a face cam video, they get demonetized. But
Your face cam isn't suitable.
yeah, but when I do just a normal commentary over like Assassin's Creed gameplay, they do get monetized, and I'm like, why?
Well, I mean, you are a disgusting looking individual, so that's probably the reason.
I just find it weird though that YouTube is like the bot for some reason. Whenever it detects my face, like I wonder if it's because when I did it, like when I did yesterday announcing Horsey and Fox didn't get demonetized, but whenever I do them with my camera in its normal position, it's like it scans the video and it's like, oh, it's that dude in his room in the exact same place, and it just demonetizes it. It's really strange.
Yeah,
So-
no, it makes sense to me. It's like
That's the
it's
racist guy. I
Yeah,
don't like
exactly.
it.
It's a Nazi. Yeah.
Yeah.
It scans. It has YouTube has a new technology. It's called white supremacist scanners.
Yeah.
It scans for all people, and it's run by Google, and so
That's true.
it's not
Yeah.
biased. You know it's not
God.
biased.
They know what they're doing.
It knows by your face that you're a sexist, bigoted, racist scum.
That's
But it
sad.
doesn't know what. But it hasn't bothered to Google what those words mean. But it just says that. So
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
great.
God.
Not suitable for younger viewers. It just might scare people. They'll just see your face and be like, Jesus Christ. That's what it looks like if I never have a growth spurt. It's just like real tough.
Wow.
on
Okay.
everybody.
This is getting harsh. I'm upset.
Oh god.
Sorry, it's just my favorite thing to do each week. I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna ruin James's day today, and I'm just like, yeah, like, well, I'm in the shower. That's what I think about. I'm just like, oh yeah, this would be sweet.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've had beer whilst we're doing a podcast too, and I just got home from work, which is why this is a bit later than usual. And I'm really happy right now. I'm just so happy I've got beer.
That's good.
These are my favorite podcasts. So, if you join us for the next 3 hours, I'll eventually get drunk. So,
Perfect.
Let's not
Would you
go on a club unless Tyler gets drunk.
I mean, it is most of them. I'm definitely not drunk. There's a few of them I am.
It's actually not Kill Connor Club unless you get drunk.
Yeah, we've
It's a different podcast.
We've only done about what 5, 6 Kill Connor clubs that are actual Kill Connor clubs because all the other ones you're not drunk, so it's not.
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
not an actual podcast.
I've definitely been drunk in more than 5 or 6, but
Been secretly drunk, been hiding it.
I can
it's
never
at
tell.
least-
That's the thing.
at least 25% of the podcast I've been just munted. So,
Munted.
What a word to use.
Absolutely
Sorry.
thundercunted.
Oh God. Okay, so guys, probably should get into the podcast, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
sure,
love doing
let's-
this.
yeah.
I love doing this, but
I'm up for that.
I love doing this though. I just like just to talk shit. That's what all I wanted from today. I just want to talk shit with my boys. First of all, wanted you on Gerg because you're what we call of the 4 pillars, the Destiny expert.
Yeah.
And since the last podcast, Kill Connor Club 55, Destiny 2 has launched.
It has. Yeah.
And I gotta say, I mean, I know George, you were obviously super excited. You loved the first game.
Yeah, I did.
James didn't and didn't even play it, and he was just talking shit about it.
Yeah.
I for one hated Destiny 1. Like I went to the midnight for Destiny 1, played the beta, I thought it was great, and I just expected more from the full game, and I just thought it was really bad. It wasn't what I expected from Bungie. The story was shit, but I did get back into it mainly because I didn't pay for any of it, and Harlan, my brother, paid for everything, all the expansions, so I got them. But once I played all the expansions, I actually really thought it was a good game. But I wasn't going to play Destiny 2 because it's too much time, so much commitment. I was like, I don't like it enough. But George, Destiny 2, within an hour of me trying, I was like, I'll try this out. I've got it for free. Harlan's bought it. It's downloaded on my Xbox. I was like, this is what I expected from Bungie from the first Destiny. This is tremendous.
Yeah.
Tremendous, man.
It really is.
What as a person that loved Destiny from the get-go, what are your thoughts on Destiny 2?
It's basically, if you took the whole game of Destiny 1 with all the expansions and everything, take that, but just make it a more like refined, more polished experience, and that's Destiny 2 really. I feel like Destiny 2 is what the first game should have been from the get-go, as you said. It feels, it's so good. It's so good, and it's great to see it getting like the praise that it deserves, because everyone's saying it's good, it's great. You know, after the first game getting bashed a fuck ton by everyone, I personally enjoyed it a lot. But it's great to see, you know, the second game's getting the praise it deserves, because it is genuinely a really good game.
Well, it's just in terms of narrative, like to me as a first-person shooter fan, like obviously a big Halo fan from the Bungie end, I'm like, Bungie know how to do amazing campaigns. So I was really disappointed with the first initial campaign. Yeah, to me, I couldn't even tell you what happened. I could not tell you what happened in the storyline of first Destiny. I remember I was underwhelmed. It didn't feel like there was much at stake, and it was just kind of boring, and there was no real ending. It was just kind of like, and there's no characters in it. Whereas
it was really bad.
Yeah, it was terrible. This had like, and it was all basic bitch set pieces. Like this campaign was fantastic. There was, of course, missions here and there. They're a bit classic Destiny, but on the most part, especially the end, like the last 2 hours and the
last two missions were fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Just visually speaking, without spoilers, just the set piece is incredible. And I thought the first 3 hours were my favorite of the whole campaign, to be honest. And then the last probably 2 hours as well. But those first 3 hours were, I was hooked. I was like, I wasn't going to play it. I was just going to give it a shot and jump on. But I could not stop playing after the first, hour. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
It felt like a game. It felt like a game with actual substance to it there, like at the beginning. Yes. It was really good from the get-go. It was great.
Like, honestly, because it is obviously a big multiplayer, cooperative game. Yep. And even once you finish, it's all about developing your character and getting ready for raids and PvP, PvE stuff, and working together and building also towards the next expansions that'll come out and things like that. But you could, if you were just a fan of narrative and storyline, I would happily recommend Destiny 2 to someone to be like, just play the campaign. If you don't want to play anything else, I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Like, it's a fun campaign to just play that. It's lengthy. It's not short. It's as long as any Halo campaign is, if not a bit longer, to be honest.
Yeah, it's like 8 to 10 hours, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I did all the side adventures. I was level 20 before I even finished like the last 5-6 missions, to be honest. But I definitely expanded it out. But it was super solid. What stands out to you guys as like the highlights, especially you, James, because you didn't even like the first Destiny.
No, I played
What is it that
40
got you
minutes
into
of it.
Destiny 2?
I actually don't know. Because we were the reason I decided to play it was we were on HousekeepingFox last Saturday, so not this Saturday, just gone, but the one before. And George was talking about it, and Ben had bought it, and they were talking about it. Like George was talking about it, and Ben was obviously in the chat, and I was like, I kind of want to try it. Like, I kind of want to get it. And then when I went onto my Xbox, it let me play the game without buying it because George had it, and I was like, oh, okay, so I'll just play it then. So then we all went on, and I don't know, I just, for some reason, I enjoyed it. I don't know what it was. I was just having a good time, and the story was fun. But then when you get into the world, you're like, there's all these different components to like making your character better and like leveling it up, and then you get to play together in these like cooperative things, and just, I don't know, I think there's a good sense of community when you play it. Like, everyone's kind of working together to like this same goal of getting their characters better, to be able to like do the raids and the nightfalls or whatever. And it's just a fucking good time. I just enjoy it.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, I think is yeah, that's a big part of it, right? It's like the playing together and kind of working together because there's so much to Destiny and to work out. Like my brother Harlan's a bit like you, George, like obsessed with it. He was obsessed with the first one, and just as obsessed with two. So if I ever have questions, I'm like, I'll just go to Harlan. He'll know how to like do shit that I have no idea how to do, or like where I get armor sets, or like the best way to level up, or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's also like for me, I haven't like like you guys play video games together all the time. I grew up playing video games with my older brother too. But since living away, it's something I just never get to do anymore. Last night, it was Saturday night, I was like, and I was at work yesterday. People were like, oh, what are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight? I'm like, I'm doing nothing. I'm going to get drunk and play video games with my brother. Like, and I was so excited. I haven't done that in so long. And just like for like 6-7 hours, just played Destiny 2 with Harlan. It was like the best time. It's such
great.
like, just to play, with friends and work together and stuff. And there's a lot to do, way more than base Destiny 1. It's ridiculous to compare base Destiny 1 with base Destiny 2. I think the thing that stood out to me when I was really kind of at the start is it's a bit of a spoiler, but it's the first fucking 2 hours of it, so get over it. When you've left the city and you're kind of wandering the wasteland of Earth, and the soundtrack was so
the soundtrack's amazing.
Good. Yeah. I was sitting there like, this feels like it kind of feels like Halo, to be honest. Like I felt like I was playing Halo.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a guy that worked on the Halo 3 soundtrack that's working for Destiny and has been working on the Destiny soundtrack since the first game. So there's a lot of people that were involved in Halo to some degree that work on Destiny, and the soundtrack is really good.
I fucking love it. Part of the soundtrack that stands out for me is the ending sequence where it plays like the main theme, but it's like this different version of it that just sounds fucking great. Yeah. I love it so much.
A bit that I loved as well was like, it's not really a spoiler. It's not a spoiler at all, really. It's like in the ending cutscene, the music, it's like playing the Destiny 2 theme, and then like when it shows the Traveler, it plays the Destiny 1 theme, and it's so good. It's amazing. Oh, God, so
I was like right at the end of the game, and this was I think on Friday night is when I like finished the campaign, but Friday I'm at work and I'm watching I'm on break and I just jump on my phone and you guys are streaming. I don't think you're there, George. And James is I won't say the spoiler, but there was a massive like end game area that James was at, I saw it and I was like, oh, fucking hell, James.
I'm so sorry.
And I'm like, oh no, I didn't realize I was going to get that spoiled. And you're like, what? I didn't say anything. Wasn't even talking.
I didn't even think, like, I just took that area for granted. I completely forgot that it's a story thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, fuck. I was just like, damn, it's my own fault. It's my own fault. I was just like, oh, fuck's sake. I mean, it wasn't a big, like, surprise, but I didn't realize that was there or going to be there. But
yeah.
That's cool. I like it.
Have you guys attempted any of the raid stuff or, like, even started it to see what it's like?
We looked at it, yeah. We loaded it up and had a little look at the starting areas just to see kind of what was going on. But we haven't, like, so far we're just sort of trying to get a team of people together to actually do the fucking raid. Because so far it's just, like, me, George, and sometimes Ben, so...
Well, me and Harlan would be keen. I've only got, like, 232 power level, so I've got a bit of grinding to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay. I definitely have a full-time job and do shit. But
you're doing a good job. You are doing a good job.
Yeah. Come on. Like, I gave up my Saturday night. I was like, fuck going out. Fuck, getting laid. I'm gonna play Destiny.
It was worth it.
Screw that. It saves me a lot of money. Actually, I think I'm gonna keep doing this. Saves me so much money. So much money saved to just be disappointed.
Yeah.
But I remember, I don't think there's anything more intimidating than raids in Destiny. Like, especially when it's early days of it. I remember, but I think Harlan was telling me, because he's played the first sequence of the raid with, like, his friends, just to kind of get an idea of it. I asked him, like, do you know anyone that's finished the raid? He's like, I got one guy I know that did it. It took him 12 hours with his friends. I'm like, okay. Who has the time? Tell me who has that time to play a game.
That's a
12
long
hours.
time.
That's so long. I remember playing, and this is what sold me on Destiny 1, I think. And I remember laughing because I'm like, it took 2 years of Destiny to make me like Destiny. I was playing the Vault of Glass for the first time, and
yes,
and I was playing it with my brother Harlan, my cousin, and 3 of his friends.
Yeah.
And there was 6 of us, and we were just talking mad shit. And we didn't even finish it, but we played for 5 hours one night just on the raid, on the Vault of Glass. And I'm like, I don't know if I've ever had this much fun playing video games. And I'm like, it only took me the 50 hours to playing Destiny beforehand to make me enjoy the game. Yeah. But we got there to the point where you're having this fun. So I definitely want to get to the level of, to play Leviathan raid. Especially, it sounds ridiculous.
I think, like you said, that you enjoyed Destiny 1, after a year or so. And it took him a while, because we were talking yesterday on Housekeeping Fox about the way that the light levels worked in Destiny 1, and George said that they worked a certain way at the beginning of Destiny 1, but towards the end of Destiny 1, they changed it so it worked more like the power levels work in Destiny 2. And it's like they had an idea and they started with Destiny 1, and as they progressed, it just they developed it more and more into kind of what they wanted it to be and what worked better. So starting with Destiny 2, it's like they're in the swing of things, they know what they're doing, and it's only going to improve over the course of like the next 2 years of Destiny 2. So
it was like in the first game, it was horrible getting to max level before the Dark Below, or even before House of Wolves, because there was only one armor set that could get you to level 30, and that was the Vault of Glass raid gear. And it was ridiculous because the drop rates for those were incredibly, incredibly low. Like, you had to do the raid over and over and over again if you wanted to get the gear. But obviously, you can only do it once a week, so it took literally months of trying to get the armor on weekly resets, then being disappointed, and then waiting another week again. And it was so awful. And everyone was just walking around wearing the same armor, and it wasn't good. It wasn't a good system
that does
at all.
not sound good. That sounds really shit. I don't know how people stuck with that game. Like, I really don't.
Yeah, it was a bad system.
Yeah,
the reason why I think the reason why anyone sticks with the game is just the grind for loot. It's the funnest shit ever. It's so fun.
I do agree that there's something really addictive about it. Like I don't think there's any other game where I would do the same 5 public events over and over and over and over again to try and get more armor. Like it just doesn't sound fun, but I'm just fucking addicted to it. I can't help it.
It's really good. It's great.
I just find it. I can't do a strike twice in one day. The same strike, I can't. I just can't do it.
Okay, I can.
I'm like, if I'm about to do the same strike a second time, I'm like, I have to stop now. I have to turn off the Xbox. That's why I used to give Harlan shit. I remember when Destiny 1 was out, I'd see him. I'm like, playing a strike, and then I'd come back 2 hours later and he's on the same strike. I'm like, are you still playing the strike? He's like, no, this is like the 3rd time I'm doing it. I'm like, I can't. No, what are we doing? What the fuck are we doing?
You just got to kind of mix it up. I think that's the best. That's what we've been doing, is you do a few public events, then you do like a strike or 2, and then you go do some Crucible, and you just keep rotating around until you've eventually got all the shit that you want, or the level you want, or whatever. And then you decode your engrams, and then you do it all again. Yeah. It's so fun.
Is it fun to just like at the end of a public event be disappointed that you didn't get any exotic or legendary? You're just like, fucking sweet, some rare gear.
Yeah, it's horrible. It is horrible.
Yeah.
I was like grinding for like 2 hours the other night. Actually, it was probably from about 11 to 3 in the morning. And bear in mind, I had school the next day.
Oh my god, George.
It was like that whole time, and I managed to get like 1 exotic in all of that time, and it was the most horrible thing ever. I was like, wow, I just wasted so many hours, and I got 1 exotic.
It's the best though when they drop, because you're like, yes, I got it, and then you decode it, and you get like a leg piece, and you're like, oh no.
Oh shit. Oh no. So, but I'm going after this exotic. It's called Skyburner's Oath, and it's a energy scout rifle. And I've been trying so hard to get it, and I just can't get it to drop. It always drops these shitty boots that I have already. I don't want them. I want that weapon, but I can't get it. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's a bit shit. I mean, I got like, I keep trying to get good shit, but it always either drops like a sniper rifle that I don't want, or like Sunshot. I think I've got that about 3 times now.
I
don't
Sunshot
want it.
because I chose to get the Graviton Lance, and I really want Sunshot because it's great.
One day you'll get there.
I'll get it.
Jewelcom's like, Tyler, do you mind if I talk about raid spoilers? Yep. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, definitely don't want spoilers.
I only got the
raid's
end
really
of the
impressive.
campaign spoiled, but you know.
It is really impressive. Like, we loaded it up and it looks beautiful.
Yeah, it looks fucking awesome. That first starting area with all like the gold and shit was nice.
Yeah, it does look
Spoilers, colors.
gold.
Wait, you said it's gold? No.
In all fairness, James, you do get that way with spoilers. In all fairness, if I told you the color of something, you'd cry about it. Fucking.
I just
not
don't
talk
want
to
you...
me.
No, because I know what you like. You might go into something else. And I'm like, no, please, just stop there. That's enough.
That's enough.
I don't
Did
want to
you guys
start
ever used to
imagining
be
it.
Bad with spoilers? Like, you just would always... You couldn't wait till the end of the game. Like, you would just spoil it. I was bad. I used to do it all the time.
I mean, a little bit. I mean, George did spoil a lot, I think.
It's like AC Brotherhood I spoiled for you. Like, not the ending, but just
You
like.
used to
certain
spoil
parts
things.
of
It's
the
like,
game.
because, I mean, well, with me, Assassin's Creed was so special that I just wanted to play everything without knowing anything. And George would, like, so what I'd do is when I played the game, I'd take everything in. Like, I wouldn't be able to just speed through the story. Like, I had to do every little thing because I was just like, it's fucking Assassin's Creed. I've got to take this in. So, like, with Brotherhood, George was, like, I don't know, an hour or two ahead of me. And, like, he just brought up a thing. And, like, it was not even like it was a spoiler or anything. He was just saying, like, I don't remember. Like, he met up with Machiavelli or something.
Yeah,
James, you're
that's
like dying. Your mic, is that just me?
My
I can hear
mic.
him.
Is that
I
just
can hear
me, or
him
is your
fine.
mic dying?
Is
Okay,
it?
you just kept you just specifically cut out like while you were
Oh,
talking then a
is it
couple
o-
of times, and I was like,
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's fine.
it's fine now.
All right, okay. So he was just saying how he met up with Machiavelli, and I was so pissed because I was like, "No, don't tell me that." It's like it's not even a spoiler. I just
Yeah.
didn't want to know anything. I just wanted to take it all in.
Yeah.
But I can't remember any other specific times that we spoiled things for each other. I don't know if you can, George.
I remember, well, it's not really us, but I remember when I got like Fallout 3 spoiled for me and like the ending for that. It was my mate James at the time. He was like, "Oh, I finished Fallout 3," and I was like, "Oh, don't tell me what happens, don't tell me." And he just fucking blurted out, "Oh, you kill your dad at the end," and I was like, "What the fuck? Fuck are
You
you
just
talking
blurted
about?"
out. What if no one's played that?
Fuck off! It's been out for
that
like how long?
10-year-old
years?
game.
It's been
Yeah.
out for 10 years. Fuck off.
That's not even the
I'm really
only ending.
upset.
That's not.
Yeah, no,
like,
I didn't
there's
even
multiple
know.
endings.
Yeah, but I didn't know this at the time. Bear in mind, I was 6. What? 6 years old? Fucking hell.
I always
Jeez.
forget how young you are, George. To be honest.
Yeah.
Oh
That
no,
freaked
it
me
came
out.
out. It came out 2008, not 2007, so it's 9
Did
years
it?
old. So you were 7.
What year were you born, George?
2001.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God, that scares the shit out of me. Okay.
Uh,
Anyone born like after 9/11 freaks me out. I'm like the fact
George
that
was
like
born
there's people.
before.
oh, yeah, I was born a few months before it. March.
Yeah.
So it's alright.
That is, yeah, I don't know why that freaks me out. I don't know why, but it just scares me. Whenever I think this year, like I'm like, people right now are gonna start to like be able to drive a car, and they weren't
Yeah.
even born. Like 9/11 happened, and they were born after that. I'm
That's
like,
so
I don't know
weird.
why that's I don't know why 9/11. I'm Australian. I don't know why 9/11's like such a significant milestone of like time.
I guess it's a big
Yeah.
thing, so like it's weird to imagine being born after it and not being able to remember it happening at the time.
I guess it's just it's one of those things.
It's a bit
like
strange.
it's like such a significant event that affected such like watching media, doing anything growing up, or anything going on, that when you think of like anyone that's born after it, it's like I don't know. It's just like they don't know anything. I don't know. Like
They don't
I'm
know
like, you guys.
anything.
It was just like you guys don't know what it was like before those days. Fucking kids. Fucking
Before
stupid
America
kids.
were like obsessed with it and wouldn't let it go. Because it's been however many years? What, like 16 years? And they're still like making them documentaries on it. And
Every year, the same
Still-
documentaries,
Yeah.
things you didn't know about 9/11.
oh, I know
It's like,
everything.
I know
about
everything
it
now. It's been a while. I know everything.
Well, every year I still end up watching 9/11 YouTube videos around the anniversary because they're like recommended videos.
Yeah.
What's this 9/11 coverage? And I'm like, always I end up like getting honeydicked into watching it.
I like the conspiracy theories. I enjoy
It's
them.
so they can push their agenda and justify America being terrorists themselves.
It's
the whole of
because-
America.
and they make a lot
Hey,
of money.
bro, do you
know
hate?
what's-
Do you hate? Hey, bro, no, hang on. I've got to deal with this communist fuck that's on the podcast right now. Do you hate freedom? Is that what you're saying to me right now? Do you hate
Yes,
freedom?
I hate freedom.
Do you hate
Templar.
apple? Do you hate apple pie, and land of the free, home of the brave? Do you hate liberty? Is that what you're saying, George?
I mean, I just don't think oil's worth it, really, is it?
Oh, okay.
Fight.
Jesus
No, I'm not
Christ.
ready. No, we came on this podcast for a nice experience. We're not doing this.
You know what?
I bet the first car you buy is gonna be a fucking Prius. You fucking commie. Fuck.
I want to bring up on the subject of 9/11. Is the really weird 9/11 gift shop they have at the 9/11 museum place in New York.
What?
It's so fucking weird. You can buy like mugs and scarves with the World Trade Center on it. It's really weird. It's really weird. It's really weird.
That is weird. That's super weird. What's the money for? It goes to a charity, I hope?
I'd assume so.
To
I'd assume so.
Wouldn't it be weird? It's like, nah, it just goes to,
us.
It goes to us. We're gonna make money off it.
It's
Wait,
really
what?
strange. I mean, like, who would want to buy a scarf with the fucking World Trade Center on it? It's so weird.
But do you know, it's like, you ask the guy that owns that, like, gift store, you're like, so what do you do? He's like, I have a 9/11 gift store. So I'm like, so it's like, oh, so what, you own a business and make money off dead people?
Yeah.
Like, that's your job.
It's really weird. It's really, really weird. I don't know what would come up if you Googled it.
I googled 9/11 scarf just then, and it just came up with a picture of like a scarf with like the skyline printed on it.
You can buy like fire engines, like toy fire engines.
That's really fucking weird.
It's really weird.
Super weird. Did you see James Collins' Last Stand episode with his dad?
No, I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't watch all of it.
That's super interesting. Like the story of that, because if people don't know, Colin Moriarty, we've talked about him heaps of times on the podcast. His dad was a New York City firefighter, and he was right before 9/11. In the late 90s, he had a permanent hand injury, and he had to retire. But on 9/11, like his whole team were one of the first responders, so he went in to try to find him, but all of them that were the first responders died, so like his best friend and everything. And the story's crazy. Like he commandeered / hijacked a public bus, kicked everyone off, and got him and all the off-duty firefighters or retired firefighters that came in onto the bus and drove everyone got the bus driver to drive them all into the side and everything. Crazy story. I'd recommend anyone watch that, but just interesting to hear from a firefighter perspective, because the only people stories really hear are the people that are fucking dead. You know what I mean? This firefighter died and blah blah blah. Oh, we saw, or somebody saw something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Interesting to hear just the human stories always. I don't know. They always get me. I'm obsessed. I used to I remember in high school I was obsessed with 9/11 stuff. I don't know why.
I don't know why. I don't think I ever was, but.
I mean,
you never looked at conspiracies?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I look at a conspiracy every now and again, but I mean,
you wouldn't even. You wouldn't remember 9/11 though, James. You would have been
I remember
4.
Yeah, I was 4.
Yeah, but do you remember? You remember 9/11?
I can remember bits. I can remember bits. I remember I think we were at. No, I remember. It was. I wasn't really a part of it though, because obviously my mum wasn't like, "Oh, James, it was a terrorist attack," because obviously I was 4. I just remember my mum. I think my gran called my mum and just told her about it, and my mum put the news on. She was like, "Oh shit." And I was just kind of there somewhere. That's all I can remember from it, really. I wasn't really a part of it. It wasn't until later that I sort of knew about it, because yeah, I was young.
I didn't remember it. I was about fucking.
Oh yeah, you were
I was 6 months old.
Yeah.
I remember the day, but the first tower was hit at probably 10:30 at night. On 9/11. So my whole family was asleep by that point. I was 6 or 7 or whatever. And so it all happened the next morning. I got up and me and Harlan went to watch cartoons. I might have told this before on the podcast. I don't know. Me and Harlan went to watch cartoons like we do in the morning before school, but every single channel was not playing any of the normal television programming. Obviously, every single channel was just playing, footage of
9/11 on
9/11
repeat.
and the
Oh God.
yeah, everything. There was nothing on any channel except news.
You couldn't watch any cartoons or anything. It's like I want to watch like.
Well, I was upset, but Harlan was like he was like 9 or something, and he was able to like I don't know if I read it, but like as soon as Mum came out, all the only tagline was because by the morning, the towers would come down, and it had been going on for like 8-9 hours by this point, because it happened overnight, and so it was on the Wednesday morning, and all the taglines were "America is at war." That's all it said. Everything. That's all we understood. And I remember the footage I kept watching because it was all the footage that kept going on. Wasn't even the towers falling. It was the dust and people running from the dust storm from the towers falling.
Oh, I remember
That's what I remember that so fucking vividly. Like watching that on repeat, on repeat, on repeat. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on? And like the whole morning, like my parents both just end up sat on the couch watching this shit because I'm like, Mum, the cartoons aren't on.
Oh God.
And I was like, what are you talking about? And Harlan goes, Mum, America's at war. And she's like, what? And then she comes out. Because Harlan was actually reading. I couldn't fucking read. I was only just started school. I don't think I could have read it. I'm assuming I didn't. But yeah, and then she kept going like, what are you talking about? And Harlan kept saying, America's at war. America's at war. So she comes out and she's like, holy fuck. And then she just comes out and like the towers are coming, footage of the towers coming down, and she just, and then we're all just on the couch. I had no idea what was happening, but I just remember seeing people running from this dust cloud and thinking, I do not understand what's going on. Had no idea.
Yeah.
But then everything, my whole life growing up was, terrorist this, terrorist that. As you guys know. You all grew up.
I can't imagine what it's like for kids who were born very recently, because the amount of terrorist attacks recently is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like one every other day.
So we were saying there's been about 7 in London with a van. It's happened too many times.
Yeah, like the same terrorist attack over and over again.
Yeah,
there's
weird.
And then Jeremy Corbyn's like, oh, we need to open our borders up to everyone.
Everyone should be allowed into the country.
Oh,
Everyone.
God.
Anyone.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's fucked. Well, like, yeah, I mean, none of them are as big or even close to what 9/11 was. That shit is like,
yeah, not all.
Insane.
it's honestly, it's so incredible how crazy it is. Yeah, like, just fucking planes flew into buildings.
Yeah, it's mental.
That's fucking crazy.
I remember
You could never do that now. Like, you just couldn't. Like, I don't know how they fucking do that. It's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's no way. There's no way because people would, literally fight to the death to stop like people from hijacking a plane.
Yeah.
It's not even something to try. It's like it is one of those like one and done things. Like once they realize like once we do this, no one will ever be able to get away with this.
Better hit a good building or 3. Like they did a couple at once because they were like,
They're like, we need to be doing that.
Because they were like, well, we're not going to be able to do it again, so let's go for the World Trade Center and the Pentagon, and then they were gonna go for the White House, right? But
apparently, it was heading towards DC,
but
I think.
Because Bush did it, he made sure that one didn't quite make it.
It was like, just leave it out, yeah. Leave that one out.
Make it crash in Pennsylvania.
God damn it, George Bush. And then fucking Osama bin Laden took the blame for it because he's a sweet kid like that.
He's a sweet kid. Oh, God. You heard it here first. Lasers thinks Osama bin Laden was a sweet kid.
Was a sweet kid.
Yeah.
It's, what a crazy thing. How did we get onto 9/11? Oh, it was
Destiny,
like the anniversary recently.
Destiny is 9/11. Yeah.
Yeah, Destiny is, yeah. Okay. Well, that's okay.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, shit got super morbid super fast. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Colin's. Was it Colin's dad?
Yeah,
thing?
Colin's dad, but I don't remember what. Oh no, I remember. It's because you were talking about. It's weird how George is born. Like, there's the people that could be born after 9/11. That's what you're saying. It was
Oh,
like this
yeah.
weird turning point of age.
But that's legitimately my go-to milestone. Whenever I think about it, I'm like, when do I think it's weird for like people to like when I think people are super young? My go-to is always, yeah, if they're born after 9/11, that's super young. Like, for them to like literally have no concept of it, because I always think of events that happened before I was born, like that might be significant. I don't give a fuck about them. I wasn't even alive then. Who fucking cares?
Yeah.
But to me, to have some kid think that to themselves, to go, oh, that thing, towers came down, and I wasn't even born. I'm like, whoa, that's weird.
That's weird.
That's such
Yeah, that is weird.
So yeah, those towers coming down. I just don't really care.
It's because it's
Yeah,
an important milestone, I think. So it's weird to think that there's people born after that that are like not 4 years old.
I mean, the world
can-
changed tremendously after that, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't really remember what it was like flying, going to airports before 9/11, but I remember right after, I had a pencil. I brought like a pencil case with me and going through the metal detectors, and I left like a little like paper scissors, like real shitty, like couldn't cut a thing, paper scissors. And I was like 7, and they went through the security checkpoint, and like 3 guys in suits come up, like with
God.
sunglasses, come up to me. I'm 7, and go, and they show me the scissors. They're like, "Are these yours?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Oh
Like,
God.
They got like literally. I don't really remember too much of it. I remember my dad tells me about it. He goes, "They treated you like shit, and you were a fucking 7," and they just go, "You can't have these. You're not getting it back."
Oh my
And they
God.
just take them, and I'm like, "Okay." Like, I had no idea what was going on. Like
Oh,
they were
God.
calling security over and shit. Like they called the security guard goes, "We need more people here to deal with this 7-year-old."
It's weird though, because I guess they have to be really, really cautious, because you don't know who could be doing what. So like, if it's a little kid or if it's like this super old woman, you don't know. You
Yeah, I
know.
mean, it's better to have to take a pair of scissors off a 7-year-old than have planes flying into buildings, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, I don't know whether that's that's the reason, but
There's the bar. We found the line, guys. We found the line.
yeah, 7-year-olds with scissors. That's the line you're not allowed to cross.
That equals terrorist attack.
It does.
7-year-olds.
Tyler was gonna fuck some shit up with those scissors.
And kill the fucking plane operator boys. I don't know what they're called. Pilots. That's what they're called. Plane
Did you say
operator.
plane operator boys?
Yeah, I did say
Instead
plane
of
operator.
pilot.
I forgot what they were called there. Oh,
Okay. All
there you
right.
go.
Oh, stop trying to be funny. Stop trying to
Oh
be funny.
God. I got a comment like that on my news video. It was like in full caps, in like block letters, like fucking bold. You're not funny. I was like, all right, bloody hell.
People are very
Stop
serious about
talking.
it.
Yeah,
It was the-
stop talking.
It was the
Stop
joke I made
talking
about
during
Uncle
the trailer.
Bayek.
Let me just watch the
Uncle-
trailer. The Uncle
Uncle
Bayek joke.
Bayek
Yeah.
roughhousing the kids.
You couldn't have clicked on the 10 trillion re-uploaded trailer versions. You had to click on reacts and go,
Yeah.
why can't I just watch the trailer?
Or,
Why are you
or like
talking?
when I'm breaking it down, they're like, "Stop stopping the trailer every 5 seconds. I just want to watch it."
Sake.
I'm like, for fuck's sake, what's wrong with you?
Oh God.
Oh,
People are so dumb. Fucking
God
hell.
damn it.
Can I just say that last trailer was the worst as
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
though?
definitely, for
Like,
sure. It was really
About 2
underwhelming.
seconds.
Why'd they
long.
hype it up so much? There was not.
and what was it
wasn't-
for?
I
Like,
don't
what was it
know.
for?
I don't.
Was there an
I
event
mean,
on?
No. They just showed the trailer. It was just a
I
trailer.
mean, the main thing of
No.
significance that it showed us was the fucking
The
the
different-
order of
the different
whatever the fuck they're
antagonists,
called.
yeah, they're like
But they've
individual.
already been in
people.
it. But they've already been in the other trailers.
We hadn't
True.
seen the
We hadn't seen
like the
the
woman
duelist,
with
the
with
duelist,
like
yeah.
the undead fucking undead
Fucking
hyenas. and
show
shit.
it fucking later. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, it
Why
wasn't
did
a
she have
huge-
zombie hyenas with her? Like, what was that all
Were
about?
they? It's just they were normal hyenas.
No, it had like blood all over its head, and its eyes were like rolled back in its.
Oh,
its head.
I think it's a reference to that biblical thing with the like
Pestilence
plagues.
or something like that.
Yeah, because you got the thing with all the like the bugs,
Locusts.
and then
Yeah.
yeah. So I think it's a reference to that, which is strange because it's not the right time period for that. I don't think.
Yeah, it's not really, is it? It's not.
But
And then
it's,
Madonna, he's like smacking that guy on the head with the apple. He's
he's
using that a bit
raising it
wrong.
ready to smack that guy with the apple. He just doesn't know how to use it. He's really angry that it won't work. He's gonna
odd.
hit that guy with it.
Do you want to smack people with this, or like, what's it meant to do?
Yeah,
What's it meant to do?
there's also a scene in that trailer. I don't know whether you picked up on it, George, because I didn't in my analysis. But someone mentioned it in the comments. Is when Bayek is like kidnapped and he's like tied up and they're like kicking him and shit. There is a dude holding the apple in that scene, and it flicks up for like a split second.
Oh no, I didn't see it.
So that was interesting. Kind of, I guess.
I mean, he's got the apple.
He's
We
got
know
the
they have
apple.
the apple.
He's got the apple while Bayek's there, and I mean, we don't know what happens. He could be like, because maybe Bayek's like has DNA that activates the apple, and they're like, oh shit, that came out of
Oh
nowhere.
yeah, that makes sense. Desmond's son, confirmed modern day protagonist. Sure, not letting go of that.
Yeah.
Ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
I just didn't see the point of the trailer coming out at all. It showed nothing of significance extra. It's just continuously showing us the same shit.
Yeah, it wasn't like it
The
was
same shit.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be mad if it just came out of nowhere, but I think it was strange that they hyped it up so much. It was like, I don't really know what, like, why were they showing all these teasers of like, oh, look at all these interesting, mysterious clips, and they just showed us an average trailer that didn't really tell us anything. Like, they hyped it up as if it was going to be more important than it was, and it just
Yeah,
just
it was
wasn't
like
anything.
oh, the worst day of your life and stuff like that. It's like, well, what's that?
Yeah, like, those
about?
teasers were super fucking creepy, but the trailer was just like a normal Assassin's Creed Origins gameplay trailer. It was weird, the way they did that, but...
It was weird, yeah.
The voiceover narration was fucking terrible.
What for the
Oh,
trailer?
what, the Cleopatra?
Is that Cleopatra's voice? That
Yeah.
British woman?
Yeah.
She's British for some reason. That's what they're
Bit
doing.
silly.
That's what they're doing with main historical figures. For some reason, they have like an English accent.
So weird. It's like, what the fuck?
Ashraf
I
made a
hope I s-
comment on it, and I don't know what I can't remember exactly what he said about it. But he said they're doing it because I don't fucking know why. But he said for the most part, all the other characters in the game and NPCs and Bayek himself are all historically accurate. But it's these main historical figures like Cleopatra and Julius Caesar that for some reason
Got to be white and American.
That's inconsistent, though.
it's
isn't it,
really weird. I don't know why they're doing that. It's really
No, it's
fucking
good.
strange.
No, it's good. White American people need to be the main historical figures.
They're not
I'll
American
tell you,
though.
yeah, they're like British.
No, no, how dare you? What the get this communist talk? Get this communist talk out of the fucking.
It's weird.
Not white, not American. Jesus Christ! Next thing
Yeah,
you're gonna
man.
tell me Jesus was brown or something? Fuck.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Fuck
Yeah,
you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Jesus was a brown English American. What the fuck am I talking
An English American. I saw on
White American. There you go.
I saw on Twitter Luma wasn't happy with the trailer.
Yeah, I was with him. I agree with what he said.
So weird.
He just said it was underwhelming. I think something about the narration as well. I agreed with him. I thought it was boring. I thought the trailer was dull, boring. Didn't show anything new or significant that we
Yeah.
hadn't seen already. And I thought the voiceover of Cleopatra, it turns out, was fucking jarring and just really obnoxiously British.
You
Yeah,
would
it
have
was
thought
weird.
they would have learned their lesson from Unity, and the mistake they made there to have like random Cockney men in the middle of like.
Yeah,
Paris.
that was really
Like,
weird. I
what
think
the
you know what
fuck's
I
going
reckon
on?
happened with this game is I reckon that the developers were pushing to not have another Unity, but the high ups were probably like, no. People don't understand the accents. You've got to do English accents for at least the main characters. That's probably what happened. I don't think Ashraf was the one going,
Yeah,
we need to have
definitely.
English accents, or like, the creative director was like, we've got to have English accents here. I can't see that.
Maybe stop having people on the board of directors of Ubisoft that are old, out of touch men like Yves Guillemot. Fucking dickhead.
He just needs to die already. Really.
Okay, that's not what I said. That's not.
He just needs to die already.
It's not.
I mean, let's be honest, that would suit you, Tyler, because he would no longer be on the board of directors if he was dead.
Yeah.
So,
No, I want him to retire, not die. God damn it.
Get
Look,
some of
God.
the
I
Assassino
do
brothers
too.
to
But
assassinate.
if he died, I wouldn't mourn him. Not because I want him to die, but because I don't
No.
know him or care.
Assassin's Creed would be saved.
So,
I
I
mean, I guess.
if he died, it would only benefit me, I think. But,
Oh god.
but I don't
Please
want him to
stop.
die. I don't
Please
want him to die. I
please
don't.
stop.
No, I don't want Yves Guillemot to die.
Thank God. Lucky for you, he's white. Could you imagine if he was a person of color?
Oh,
like,
God.
Would go. mental.
Don't you dare disrespect those POCs. Jesus Christ. Gabe will turn black. And he'll fight us.
Stop.
It's like going Super Saiyan, except you'll go black.
Yeah.
Okay, please.
Uh,
He'll become underprivileged. He'll become a minority.
Yeah, he can't vote
privilege.
from his position of privilege.
I know, as a white straight male, can't really be saying this. He
I apologize.
actually
As a white straight male representative, I apologize.
He did.
Ladies
He
and gentlemen.
acknowledge his privilege
No, no,
on Kill Connor Club, didn't he?
He did acknowledge his privilege on Kill Connor Club, and I laughed at him. And Tyler was like, "Come on, man."
Come on, man.
Like, you can listen to that bit where I go, well, okay. Like, I literally go, well, okay.
I can't find it. I've been trying to find it, and I can't find it in the podcast. Because at the time, I didn't know whether it was like satirical or not.
I know it wasn't. That's why I was like, well, okay.
I just laughed at him, and I'm happy I did. I'm happy I did.
I think I said, I was like, oh, I mean, we don't really need to do that. I think I said something like that.
Yeah, you did. It was something like that.
I was like, that's fucking stupid.
And he didn't. But the thing is, on the podcast, he didn't. It's not like he argued against what we were saying and was like, tried to like say something. But if it was on Twitter, he would have.
He just kind of felt a bit silly.
Like, yeah, exactly. Like you fucking should do.
These strong males are laughing at me, and I don't know what to do about it.
Oh, Gabe.
These are the kind of guys I would get drunk with. This is Steampunk Cavalier. Tyler, what are you drinking? Fosters. Why is it everyone assumes that Australians drinking fucking Fosters?
Because you're Australian and it's made in Australia.
You have to.
Yeah, but no one in Australia drinks Fosters. That's the funny thing. It's like our export beer. No one here actually drinks that bullshit. I'm drinking German beer, Heineken right now. So.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice, sweet boy.
Because, Germany, hashtag Heil Führer. What? Jesus, that's what?
I know. I get what you're saying. Don't worry about it.
Oh, we've got to laugh about these
things. It's going to get demonetized now.
How do we... If we can't have a laugh, George, what can we do?
Turn ads off. There you go.
Deal
with all your problems.
Yeah.
It's free speech, George. It's free speech.
It's free speech.
It is free speech, and that's...
No, it's hate speech. How dare you?
Hate...
Look, Tyler, if you're not fucking careful, I'm gonna
speech.
chalk up the pavement outside your house, and you're gonna cry. You're gonna be really upset.
I'm gonna go draw on Trump's star. Yeah. Fuck off.
Fucking retards.
Put it on Twitter and pose next to it. Some gang signs.
Holy shit! I've been lied to this whole time. Why did I think Heineken was German? I was certain Heineken was German. It's Dutch. My bad. I apologize. I've always thought Heineken was German.
Is that
I don't know
cultural
why.
appropriation?
That is actually, yeah.
Dutch, German, same shit. Fucking who cares? No, I'm just... That's cultural appropriation.
Yeah, that's not
actually, I think cultural appropriation is you drinking beer that's not from your country.
Yes, you have to drink Fosters.
So what are you doing? That's not you. It's not from your country. You're culture appropriating. It's not from your culture.
Yeah. Our audience is culturally appropriating me, saying I have to be drinking Fosters. That's ridiculous and offensive
and not okay. I'd expect as much.
Yeah, and Foster's beer is shit. It's terrible. It's so bad.
I think a lot of people like it. A lot of people
I don't like
buy
it,
don't they?
It's not nice.
I mean, if you like the taste of ass in your mouth, I guess so. But...
No. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't like it, so I can't speak for me. But
not great.
Well, yeah, my bad. Hate speech isn't free speech. Well, yes, it is. Speaking of free speech, free speech had a big victory this week. Big victory.
Did it?
Ben Shapiro.
Yes.
Did a speech at Berkeley, the University of California at Berkeley campus.
Yep.
I watched. I was so nervous. Because I watched the speech live and there was so much build up to it and talking about security and like police there, and I was worried there'd be riots and
the whole
people
situation was so fucked.
honestly I was nervous for Ben Shapiro's safety. I was like, please don't hurt. this genius man.
Yeah.
And
Precious and needs to be protected at all costs.
he's a precious little Jewish man, and he's too intelligent. But
And everyone gets mad about it.
no, I watched the speech live, and it was tremendous. He did so good, and it was hilarious. I was like, what a legend.
good.
And after he did the speech, like, he didn't say anything really controversial, at least in my mind. And at the end, he goes, and that's it. Was that so hard?
Why are people like trying to attack him and shit and like
They always do. Always.
fucked up fucking cunts? I'm gonna attack you because you have different opinion. Fuck you. I'm gonna try and claw your eyes
It's
out.
so strange. Like, they're all protesting and shit. Like, it's like, just come on, the guy's just coming to speak. Like, what are you doing? He's not
He's
coming to
taking
hurt
time
anybody.
out of his life to fucking speak to you dumb cunts. Just fucking respect him.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
The funniest part about the protests, people were saying, like, we're protesting as students should have done in Nazi Germany during Hitler's regime. We're doing that now with the fascist Trump
Wow.
Spencer regime. And I'm like, okay, first of all, I'm not sure if you've ever read a book. I assume you haven't because you're protesting this. But first of all, students did protest Hitler. Do you know what happened to them? Because they lived in an actual fascist country. They got executed. They got fucking executed. Because you know what? They lived in an actual fascist country. You know where you live? You live in one of the freest countries on the planet. So do you know what happened when you protested the government?
No.
Nothing. No one gives a fuck because you're not important. You sat in your little bullshit privilege circle. The only people that are privileged are you people protesting against other people's privilege, apparently. And you guys are sitting in a circle clapping and chanting about speech is violent and that you live in a fascist country and no one did anything to you. You got to say whatever you wanted and then you went home. In Nazi Germany, when students protested, they got fucking executed. Executed.
Exactly.
Fucking people are fucking retarded.
It's like, oh, Trump's evil.
Trump's too busy watching Fox News and tweeting to deal with you, okay?
Oh, it's embarrassing.
It's like people that like, they're like, oh, Trump's evil. He's been planning this for years.
He's got his
you know?
big master plan.
Yeah, he's gonna ruin the whole world. He's gonna take it over.
He's trying to segregate everybody.
He's more prepared
deliberately.
than Hitler.
People that think he's Hitler are fucking retarded.
Jamie.
Jamie.
Just to put that out there.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. Like, you're giving him way too much credit to call him Hitler.
Yeah.
Way too much credit. He's not that smart. He's an idiot.
Yeah, he's dumb.
Even his followers hate him. I saw, like, Ann Coulter on Twitter, who's just this horrendous woman that wrote a book called In Trump We Trust or some shit. Went on a big book tour about it. Yeah. And then, like, now she's, like, calling for him to be impeached because he hasn't built the wall yet. And he's talking about, we've started construction on the wall, we're repairing fences, and it's like, well, that's hilarious. That's the wall you promised, wasn't it?
A big fence.
Fences. We've got an electric fence. It's about a foot tall.
He'll stop a chicken, maybe.
He couldn't even stop James, let alone Mexicans.
Oh,
God.
that's classic. I think Dad's watching here from the chat. Big Wealthy 72. Yeah.
Good lad.
Stu! What's
Hello,
up, Stu?
Yeah.
Where is he? I can't see him in the chat.
Scroll
Oh, yeah, there he
forward,
is.
Yeah, orange profile picture. Sweet.
Big
Man.
Wealthy
Oi,
72.
oi, I'm listening. Do we get a shout out? Yes. You
If that was anyone else, time you out.
Yeah, if you were anyone else, we'd time you out. Don't ask for shoutouts. Don't self-promote.
It's not okay.
Become an AsAlways member.
Someone said before, every time they say hey guys, I'm listening. Oh yeah. So it was your dad. He goes, hey guys, listening from sunny Tenerife. Keep it clean.
Oh, I said keep it clean.
Now I've just got Tenerife Sea stuck on my head, which is like the greatest song of all time.
That's a great song.
Oh, what a great song. And now we'll segue from talking about one redhead to another redhead. Ed Sheeran, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so Are we done talking about Hitler and 9/11?
I think so. I think so. What else have we got to talk about?
Oh, plenty.
I
But
put new AC Origins info in the title because I wasn't sure what we were going to talk about, but I wanted to put a
that's on the
title.
list. That's on the list.
It is on the
AC
list.
Origins.
Oh, right, nice.
Okay.
Because there's no AC Origins, but I don't know it. Why don't you guys talk me through it? Because there's been a bunch of stuff this week.
Do you know
Uncle Bayek.
Uncle Bayek roughhousing the kids. Yeah. Roughhousing.
That's good, isn't it?
What does it mean
that's
again?
great new info, guys. I
Well,
really
roughhousing.
appreciate
Let's
you.
hang on. Here it
Is
is.
when
I've got it.
you-
Yeah, when you rough up your girlfriend really hard in bed, and the orgasmic activities have left her drop dead tired. So
Yeah.
Bayek's gonna do that with the kids.
And he's gonna call
it's-
himself
it-
Uncle Bayek as he's doing it.
Yeah. Oh no.
And just keep saying, "Oh, guys, it's Roughhouse Sunday. Don't worry about it."
Yeah, I tweeted
The
it.
village
I
kids.
took that screenshot and I tweeted it at Ashraf. Obviously it got no reply, but it got a lot of retweets and likes.
He saw it. He saw it.
Yeah, he definitely
knows.
saw it, but obviously he's not going to respond. Whether that's for personal reasons or for marketing reasons.
He goes, "Oh, Mal, good one, mate."
Yeah, he's not gonna. Yeah, he's not. I can't see him doing that. He's got to stay professional. But I can imagine he had a bit of a chuckle to that.
Yeah, I hope he did anyway.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope he didn't go, "Oh, it's that racist again." Fucking hell. Just another reason
Yeah.
for me to hate him.
I mean, the only significant information we got here was from the Edge magazine, which had a really nice cover, by the way. It looked so
Oh
good.
yeah, the one with him with the sword and the yeah.
Yeah, it looks really
I
cool.
like that very much.
Access the Animus, lovely boys over there. They
Yeah, I've got
summed
the
it all up
information up
on
now.
Facebook. I've got it up here.
Nice. We both did the same thing.
And yeah, we both did the same thing. And it basically just kind of, I think the main thing is the missions. Like it kind of talks more about the exotic missions, as Ashraf called it. And it says, as already mentioned in the past, the time anomaly missions of Unity and Syndicate will not appear in Origins. There's a similar element, though, that Ismail is loath to spoil. We have fun with the fact that we're not actually in Egypt, we're inside the Animus, but they're not time anomalies per se. So what are you making that? Like, what is that?
Legacy
What
missions.
Yeah, legacy missions, that's what I want.
I'm holding on to that forever. Even when the game's out and they're not there, I'm gonna be like, there is somewhere. Just haven't
DLC.
found them yet. I mean, with that, the way he's talking about it, I don't know. I mean, does that mean we go? I don't know, because he said we have fun with the fact we're not actually in Egypt, we're inside the Animus. So does that just mean other time periods, or does that mean other locations to Egypt, or both?
Animus magic.
So,
That's what it means.
well, I mean, yeah, obviously. That's the first time he's ever really alluded to Animus magic. Normally he says it's not Animus magic, so...
I love
You
Ashraf.
fly an eagle. Explain to me how it's not Animus magic.
It's Bayek and his... Bayek magic. Uncle Bayek magic.
Uncle Bayek's roughhouse.
Because he has that connection to the eagle, so Bayek could actually
No,
see through Senu's eyes.
No, he couldn't.
Yeah, he could.
Do you not? No. Explain this to me. Because the Animus is using his DNA. So what you're saying is Sinu's vision is in Bayek's DNA. That's not true. You're a fucking liar.
No,
So
that's
don't
how it
say
works.
fucking-
It's the same way
It's his
as
memory, isn't
it's
it?
the same way as Connor's daughter can also see through the eye. It's like warging. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
because
not real. That's not a thing. That's
It is
not
apparently
true.
in Assassin's Creed.
when we control but not Bayek, when we control Senu, Bayek is seeing
Through Senu's
through the eyes of Senu, and therefore that's in his memories, so we can see it as well.
Yeah. That's how it works. For some reason, we don't know how yet. Whether there's
No. But let me explain. Biologically, no.
well,
but-
no,
no,
but
but
also
also, no.
there's a bunch of things that can't happen in the real world in Assassin's
There's a
Creed.
big
As long as they
snake as well.
as long as they explain this in a way, because everything in Assassin's Creed is explained through science or like realistic things. Like you can be like, okay, as much as the Apple of Eden can't really exist, like it makes sense in the lore. So as long
Yeah.
as they take that kind of approach to it and they explain it in a way, I'm fine with it. If they just go, oh, Bayek can just see through Senu's eyes, like it just happens, then no, I'm not okay with that. But we'll have to wait till the game comes out to see which approach
Yeah.
they take.
Fucking stupid.
Because there could be something. There could be something.
As long
there, 'cause
as
it's
they
like,
explain it and it makes sense.
yeah, I'm
down
fine.
for
I'm
it.
fine with that.
But now warging's a fucking thing in Assassin's Creed. That's so fucking
But I think
stupid.
I'm pretty sure it's only eagles though. That's why Eagle Vision exists or something.
Well, I don't know
Wait,
the other
wait,
assassins
okay,
have
okay.
Senu.
Okay, so what you're saying is that wargings is now a thing in Assassin's Creed, but it's only eagles. Why?
I don't know. I
Why
haven't
is
only
that-
made the game. I can't tell you. I'm just making this up. I don't actually have a clue.
I mean, Bayek can also like tame a crocodile and it like runs with him.
Oh, yeah, true. He can tame animals. Yeah, that's a thing.
Oh my god.
Amunet also had the snake. Oh, it's a bit romantic, but
It's been romanticized. It's what's commonly assumed, but it's a bit romanticized.
fuck off, Amar.
Well, that's another reason Connor's shit, because he's a guy that spent all his time around animals and he couldn't fucking control shit.
But Bayek
do
can.
anything.
Bayek can tame a lion, and we can take it into Alexandria and maybe kill everyone.
Connor's daughter is better than him.
Connor's daughter, I already like her more than Connor.
She tried to run away from him as well.
She was in about 8 panels of a comic, and I already like her more.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, there's that. Well, okay. So we completely moved off of the topic, which was the time anomaly missions, which aren't time anomaly missions.
Yeah. What are they? They're called exotic missions.
So my question was, do you think it's other locations or other time periods or both?
I reckon it could be other assassins.
Okay. Well, that was
Yeah, I think so
not
too.
either of the options that I gave.
Yeah, but
Yeah, well, we disagree with your options. Your options are
Okay.
shit.
So you think we'll stay in the same time period, but oh fucking hell, excuse me. We'll play as Aya and like Brutus and people like that. You think?
well, it could be a mixture, couldn't it? It could be like different time period, different character. Like maybe Darius. Dunno.
Oh, yeah, I think that's one of my theories as well. I completely forgot. Yeah, Darius. I think the opening section could be with Darius, and we'll get a little introduction into these are the assassins. This is Darius. We might get the first opening section to be the assassination of Xerxes. That'd be cool. Which is the first
That would be
recorded use of the
awesome.
hidden blade. That'd
Yeah.
be really nice to see that. And then after
Look,
that,
it's
it'll
the
show
first
us.
hidden blade.
Then it could show us. Then it will drop us into the modern day. Then we get to play as Bayek.
Yes.
And I think that Darius will have a huge. If my theory is correct, is that Darius will have a huge effect on the story. For Bayek. Like, there'll be little points. Like, I reckon the way Bayek gets his hidden blade is he finds Darius's and modifies it to be his own. And I think that, to me, I think that the finger cutting off thing, because we know Darius had all 10 fingers, I think Bayek invents that, possibly as, that's a Bayek thing, like Bayek does.
Test.
Yeah. Because, that would line up with lore really nicely, because we know Bayek's missing a finger, and we know that Darius wasn't, so... Bayek obviously invents the finger cutting off ritual thing because obviously
Do you know what I hope
it wasn't
it is?
an
Do you know
order
what I hope
prior
it
to
is?
him. What?
I hope that he's got the hidden blade,
It's an
and
accident.
he's like, oh, so this is what Darius used. Fucking, he's just walking around. He fucking comes out accidentally and cuts his finger off. He's
yeah,
like, oh shit.
yeah, and then he's like, "Oh shit, I better come out." I did it on purpose. This is to show you commitment. And it's also it's useful that everyone does this because the blade can sometimes cut your finger off, so might as well just do it anyway.
It
You
can
know,
happen.
you're better off doing it on purpose than you're in the middle of a crowd and your finger comes off. It's really not. It's not helpful.
Do you reckon he
so
finds
let's
the
make that
hidden
a thing.
blade and does all this stuff before or after he gets kidnapped by the Order?
After.
Yeah, I reckon
after.
maybe it's like as a punishment to himself, he cuts his finger off. God.
I can imagine being but who the
Bad
fuck?
Bayek, bad.
Bayek. I imagine Bayek being that kind of bloke. What someone that's like, oh, I've let the people of Egypt down. I need to show I need to be punished somewhat for that.
I need to be roughhoused.
I'm no longer Uncle Bayek.
That's the story of the game. You're going from Bayek. You are Uncle Bayek at the beginning, and then you lose your title of Uncle Bayek, and you have to gain it back. It's like Assassin's Creed 1, but slightly different. You have to gain all your skills back, and you can finally roughhouse people again right at the end.
Yeah, it's like the beginning of Brotherhood. You lose all your abilities.
Well, or like
No,
Assassin's
I'll
Creed
take
1.
it. Yeah.
Dan's asking for a shout out again. We already did it. You must have clicked off the
Big
podcast.
Wealthy 72.
There you
Shout
go.
out to Big
Stu, we gave you the shout out.
Wealthy. Gamers do 72.
Yeah, you're being a bit demanding here.
Another
What's the-
shout out.
Where are you? Where are your parents? Are in Tenerife. What are they in
Tenerife,
Tenerife for?
Don't know. They're just there.
Was it their wedding anniversary or something?
No, they're just there.
They're just there for banter.
They're just there for the fun of it.
Oh, right, that's fine.
Oh, that's fine.
That's fine.
James,
You
you're
have
in
to
charge of the
approve
house
it.
now.
Yeah,
I mean, I've been doing all the fucking cleaning and shit. I've been like cleaning up the kitchen, you know,
you deserve
fucking
to.
doing the dishwasher. Oh, I forgot to put it on last night. I haven't been really doing it very well, but I've been trying.
Whenever my parents would go away, I would leave everything till the last minute. I would always tell my parents, I'm like, as long as I know when you're coming home, it'll all be clean. It just won't be clean, like, all the time until you're here.
Oh,
It's
classic.
horrible. I hate
And
living
your mother. Shout out to Julie. Thanks for tuning in.
Shout out to Stu and Julie. Don't want to be... I got to give them a shout out because when I come to the UK, I'm going to be staying at your house. I know I haven't been invited or anything, not even by
Invite
James
yourself.
or George, but I've invited myself, just so you know, Stu. You know. So
Victor's
just,
not allowed to stay here, but Tyler is.
well,
Victor's got to go live in a hotel.
yeah, but Victor's fucking weird, so it's just kind of like different.
Like, wake me up in the middle of the night, like whisper in my ear, "Oh, sweet kid lad," and then I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, like, George, you're a sweet kitten boy in your ear while you're sleeping.
Did Victor invite himself over?
Victor is coming to the UK, and he's like, he's staying with Ollie, and he's like, can I stay with you guys, please? Can I do a Horsey and Fox stream with you? And I'm like, look, man, no.
Quizhek, turning to Quizhek."
Victor, we love you, but nah. Definitely not.
Do love you, Victor, but don't think my parents appreciate that. Really.
Yeah, that's the excuse.
Well, I mean, James met his girlfriend online. What's the matter with Victor?
Victor's weird.
He's just a random guy,
I
though.
still love Victor. I still
Yeah,
love him.
I
I just need a good ocean between us, and I'm alright.
Yeah, like we'll meet him in like I don't know. We'll meet him out.
In a
Stuff.
public place, so he doesn't
In a
hurt
public
the
place
rapist.
with witnesses.
Yeah.
Witnesses.
Yeah, so he can't fucking stab me.
Could you imagine Victor stabbing George?
Just
He just gets out like this
Fucking
badly
God.
made knife and just shoves it into George's stomach.
It's like a little shit. He goes, "Alright, this is that boy." Box, and he fucking.
You know what? Now that you mention, I actually could imagine that. So yeah, probably a good idea actually.
Oh god.
Well,
We're laughing at that, Tyler. Of course, you're welcome. There's Big Wealthy 72 there.
yes, Stu. We are laughing out loud to that, Tyler. Of course, you're welcome. Yes, Stu. Fuck yeah,
Oh, classic.
legend.
We're laughing
know
out
that,
loud.
yeah.
Of course you are. It's Kill Connor Club. Wouldn't expect anything less.
Best compliment James has ever given me. What?
Oh, I said that Victor's weird. Because you said...
You
Oh,
didn't
Elf
actually
is
say
weird.
anything nice about Elva. You just said you just said someone else is weird, and she is. The assumption is she's not.
Exactly. He'll roughhouse you. Yeah, Victor will roughhouse you.
Yeah, he'll roughhouse me. He'll be like, "Call me Uncle Bayek, Hidden Fox."
He'll make you call him Uncle Bayek.
That's so weird. Victor's gonna be upset when he listens to this. He'll be like, "Wait, what?"
Will he listen to
We
this?
love you, Victor. Just I know you're
We love
listening
you,
to this right
Victor.
now.
We do.
We love you, Victor. We just saying.
God.
The other night, James, you went out and drove to Macca's and then drove to
I did.
Ben's house.
I did,
Yeah.
because we were streaming Destiny, and it was like, I don't know what time it was about 3 a.m. And I was like, I'm really hungry. I want McDonald's. So I went and got some. But Ben was like, can you get some for me? And I was like, yes, I can. So that's what I did. I went to McDonald's and got McDonald's for Ben and gave it to him.
Yeah, it's classic.
Obviously, he
In
paid for it.
minutes.
I didn't pay for it. But, yeah.
Yeah, fucking oath. Like, how nice are
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Some dude you met on the internet. And
It
he's
was
like,
a
"Yeah,
good
I'll get you
time.
Macca's."
Yeah, I'll pay for it too.
Yeah. And when he gave you the money, he just like reached into his
Yeah,
pocket.
he gave me
didn't he? He was,
so
like,
much
rummaging
money.
around.
He just gave me everything he had in his pocket, and I was like, oh, all right, thanks, mate.
His meal was like what £4.80, and he gave you about like £7-8.
Yeah, and I'm like, I guess that could be a delivery fee. All right, I suppose.
Fuck off. I would have told him, I was like, it cost me 60p to get over here with fuel, so I can
It's even more.
pay me.
Yeah,
In minutes, how far away does he live from you?
7 minutes.
Wait, really?
I don't know. Maybe 12 minutes. I don't know. It's relatively close.
That's
Yeah, I mean-
fucking so close.
Yeah,
It is very close.
it's pretty
yeah.
close.
And you've like never hung out with him. But
No,
you talk to him like every day.
we ended up at the Assassin's Creed movie on the same day.
Yeah, we met him there, and it was banter. But
Yeah.
that's like the only time prior we have met him.
Who came up to you the first? I feel like it's awkward, like the first time.
Well, we were sitting down, because Elva and Talia went into the bathroom, and he was like walking past to go into the theater. And so he just came over and he saw us. And he was just like, "Oh, what's up?" And we were like, "Oh, it's fucking Modorox."
It's Benedict, sweet boy.
Yeah. So
But yeah.
that was that.
I feel like that's a fake gaming sheep in the
it
chat.
is. I went onto his channel.
Oh,
It's a
not
fake
again.
gaming sheet. Get the
Fucking-
fuck out of here! I'm blocking you. Don't
Don't
Get
play with
out.
our emotions like that.
Yeah, this happened the other day yesterday on Horsey and Fox. I was like, "Is that the real Joe?" And then it wasn't, and I was like, "Oh, why would it be? Why would Joe just randomly show up to a Horsey and Fox room? Like, it makes no sense."
Imagine
Yeah.
he did in his spare time. So I feel like watching some Horsey and Fox. I'm gonna come hop on.
He doesn't even know it exists. He left before Horsey and Fox became a thing, I think.
I love his channel description. It's so good.
He still hasn't changed it.
Oh, it's so funny.
It's great.
I still feel like he'll never want to talk to us again after the last time he was on.
Yeah,
Oh, you
we
like bullied
him. Yeah, for having sex with his mates.
He was though, like he obviously was.
He calls them butty boys. So
He
there
was
is butty boys.
He was trying to tell us that him and his mates say buddy boy, and that's normal. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
he calls them
"You
butt.
obviously
He calls his
f***ing
mate
your friends."
All right, but
Yeah.
It's all he sees him as.
Yeah,
Big-
because that's what he said to us. He called us butt, and
butt.
Tyler was like, "What? What? What did you call me a butt?"
Dude, if you're gay, that's cool with me, man. That's all sweet. Peace, love, and
all right.
harmony. But like,
2017, isn't it? Not caveman.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. George, you know what's up.
I do.
You're fucking hashtag Antifa right here.
Yeah.
But you 100%, Joe. You like the dick. And you're like, that's all I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with it.
His laptop broke when we were recording that podcast.
He left and cried
Sure
about
it did.
That's the
bullying.
last time we talked to him. That was over a year ago. The last time we talked to him.
Yeah,
So
get him
yeah.
on one day, I'm sure. Maybe.
No, we won't. We
Oh,
won't.
we might.
When?
5-year
Origins comes
anniversary.
out,
We'll contact
and then-
him when Origins comes out. Yeah.
And then he'll be like, "Oh, see the new assassin. What's his name? Biak.
Uncle Bayek.
Uncle Biak. He roughhoused me when I was a kid."
That's a new meme. And we're capitalizing on it.
Yeah, that is definitely a new.
I'll get it on a t-shirt. Elva, quickly draw a cartoon of Bayek fucking kids. Okay, don't do that.
Draw a cartoon of Biak fucking kids. I'll just do it and put it on t-shirt design.
And then put Bayek shouting, I'm Uncle Bayek."
And the kid screaming Uncle Biak. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck?
This is
Okay,
why Ubisoft don't like us.
No, it's not. There's a lot of reasons this isn't one of them because
It's
they don't
one-
even
I'm
get to the
sure-
point of
I
listening
think
to
it's
the podcast.
one of them.
This is
They
They
got
hate
to the
this
9/11
podcast.
section and they were like, "Nah, we're done."
There's nothing wrong with the
Well, they
9/11
probably got to
section.
the bit where I said Eve Gemo needs to die.
That might be it. That might be it.
You didn't say he
This is-
needs to die. You
He
said
should die
he should hurry up and die.
already.
Yeah, he should
And then you,
die already.
and then you
yeah.
said it would only benefit you if he died. So
That's true. I mean, it would. It's not going to negatively affect me, let's be honest.
That's true.
Is it? Like, it'd be sad for him and his family, I'm sure. Not for him, he's dead. For his family, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Like, it would be, obviously. He's a man, and he's obviously got people that love him. And if he dies, that'd be bad for people around him. But I don't know him or care. Like, I'm not going to pretend that I do. You know,
This is
I'd
why
be like...
Olivia Garner didn't reply to my
Nah,
fucking
because-
email.
Nah, it's because Olivia Garner's a white supremacist. That's why.
What happened?
Who's that?
She's a
in the
PR
PR.
person from Ubisoft UK. And I don't know what happened. We were streaming Horsey and Fox, and George was saying that how she didn't reply to his email, and somehow we made the meme that Olivia Garner's a white supremacist.
She said, "Thank you for your email. I am now on holes until Tuesday, and then ooh at an event on Tuesday." What the fuck? I don't care.
"Okay."
Reply
Well, it's
to my
obviously-
damn email.
It's obviously an automatic email.
She said, "I will return. When I return on Friday the 1st, I'll reply." And she never replied.
What a bitch!
I'm gonna send
What
it
a
to her
white
again, actually.
supremacist!
Exactly. What a
well,
white.
we can just throw that word out these days, can't we?
Yeah, we can. She's a white supremacist.
You're a white supremacist. I'm a white supremacist.
Everyone's a white supremacist.
I'm gonna.
Oprah's handing it out like plane tickets to Australia.
Mm.
Uh,
Oh. Jesus, what's next on the list? What the fuck are we talking about?
Oh yeah, we have a list. This is a podcast. Oh shit, sorry.
I love the list.
I love it.
Oh, speaking of white supremacists, it was a
Okay.
great transition. PewDiePie.
Oh,
Oh, this is what a segue that was. Oh, he's on there.
good.
PewDiePie.
I'm just gonna put him in the title. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly what I'm about to do.
Please don't put him in the title. I want him in the title.
I'm putting him in the title.
now.
Don't.
ACOrigins info, PewDiePie,
Views.
and more.
Why? Why do we have him in the title?
Because I want more views.
Okay. Will it really get any views?
Even if
Yeah.
like 2 extra views, it's more views than it would originally get. Worth it.
Okay. Well, also to the 75 people currently watching live, if you haven't already liked the stream, like the stream.
I'm putting him in the
And if you
tags
dislike
too.
it, you can go fuck yourself.
You can go and fuck
PewDiePie N-word.
No, don't. No.
We want views. What are you
yourself.
talking
Title's
about?
Say
It's already
drop it.
done.
Say
It's already
drop it.
done. It's done.
The PewDiePie drop. It can be
I'll see.
undone. You can edit titles.
No, it's not
dickhead.
possible.
No.
You haven't
Until
made a
that-
YouTube video in a while.
until
They
that
changed it. You can't change titles now.
No, can't do
I mean, you can. You can change them. You just can't remove. You can only add to them.
it. If you like make a typo and changing it, you can't change it. You have
You've got to
keep that
change the
typo.
word. Like you've got to make it longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get more views now for sure.
Ooh, yes.
All right. So
Well.
PewDiePie.
Why don't if people somehow don't know, why don't you guys explain what happened?
All right. So PewDiePie was live streaming. Play Battleground Unknowns. That's not the name of the game. It doesn't matter what the name of the game is.
Player Battleground Unknowns.
And he was there was a there was a player he was trying to shoot, and he aggressively called him the N-word. I'm not going to say it as much as I don't have a problem with saying it. I'm not going to say it because I
know.
don't want to get demonetized.
Yeah, and
I'd
also
I don't want to say it. And it's Kill Connor
And
Club.
also, how much have we had to deal with? Yeah, please, this month. Yeah, for
so-
God's sakes.
I'm just going to say even though it is quoting it, I don't even get demonetized. YouTube don't care about context. Ubisoft also don't care about context. But YouTube
Yeah.
don't care about context. So that's why I'm not saying it. Just want to leave that disclaimer there because people will be like, you say it all the time. Why didn't you say it this time? That's why. So PewDiePie
And,
said that aggressively. Yeah, what are you saying? And what?
I was going to say, and you guys like respect, your friend Tyler that's here that doesn't really want to, on his podcast.
Yeah, I mean, if you just sit there like
yeah,
dropping it like constantly, it makes people actually a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah,
especially
it's
if they
just-
don't like saying it themselves. So there's no need.
For
It's
sure.
alright.
Anyways, so that's that. And PewDiePie said that. And obviously there was a huge controversy. A lot of people got annoyed. Most people got annoyed because they were like, fuck's sake, this is going to drop our ad revenue again, which I think is a fair complaint. That's the only reason I
Definitely.
was really annoyed because I'm like, you've got this position on the platform. I don't think what you said with the context, you're obviously not a racist. I'd just avoid saying it in the position you're in because all it's going to do is reflect badly on you. It's going to affect the entire platform and everyone on it like it did before with the other joke. So I think it's probably best to just avoid it.
It's definitely a stupid thing to say.
It's just,
like,
it's just,
was,
he's
you
an
know,
idiot.
it's-
He's an idiot.
It's like there was just, it was just a bad situation, and thank God it hasn't affected anything. Like I think if it was going to do anything, it would have happened by now. So thank God that didn't happen. And I think this time he's like, okay, now let's just never do anything like that again. Hopefully, if he does anything again, then I don't know. Let's just not PewDiePie because like you're the biggest channel on the site. I think it's just a good idea to just avoid it. It's like
He affects everybody's
it's just
money.
Yeah.
it's just best to not do it. And I'm not going to be a hypocrite and be like, you shouldn't say it because I don't think you should say the word. It's like, I'm not going to be like that because I don't think that. I just don't think he should say it because of the position he's in. It's like if it's like if a YouTuber with 40 subs said it, I'm not going to go on a rant about it and talk about it on a podcast because who fucking gives a shit. It doesn't matter. And it's like, people like iDubbbz say it a lot. And, I don't have an issue with that. It's never affected the site before, and no one fucking gives a shit when he does it. But it's because it's PewDiePie, it's getting a lot of coverage. And then, off the back of that, we got one of the dudes that worked on Firewatch, filing false DMCA claims because he's a fucking moron.
He's the idiot.
Breaking the law
Idiot.
to try and get
Rude.
videos removed because of this. Just so much virtue signaling from that guy.
Yeah, he
Just
went
like,
to the extent
oh my
of breaking
God.
the law just to virtue signal.
He's a
just to make
fucking
himself
idiot.
like a better
It's
person.
like,
but
I'm having enough of these
everyone
people
saw him as
making
an
money
idiot.
off of our games, and it's like, I don't know if you know,
like,
but you made a
you
lot of
know-
money
yeah,
off of PewDiePie
exactly.
making those videos, and those videos have
Yeah.
nothing to do with what happened currently. They don't break copyright laws. It even says on your fucking website, YouTubers and streamers are allowed to use their footage to make money off of our games. So you are breaking the law, and PewDiePie could sue you if you did that, because it clearly states on your website that you're allowed to, and it's a false DMCA claim. You're not allowed to.
Yeah.
It's literally it's against the law. So I don't know what the fuck he was doing, and everyone, like, I think he expected to get a lot of support for that, but he got a lot of backlash, and everyone attacked him for it. So that was good to see. But obviously,
being the good guy he is, Felix actually took down the videos, like the fucking Firewatch thing.
Yeah, he
just
did
took it down just to get rid of all drama like surrounding the Firewatch shit. But people are going to the extent of like being like, yeah, I'm not going to buy Firewatch now or any products from that developer because of what this cunt did on Twitter. And you know,
that's a bit extreme. I mean, I get it, and I think that it, like, if people want to do that, people want to do that. I wouldn't do it just because there's a lot of people that work on those games.
Exactly. Yeah.
That just,
It's
you know,
not
the tweets of one guy shouldn't affect the sales of the company. I don't think so. And I love Firewatch. I think it's a fucking great game. So
yeah,
it
was a good game when I watched PewDiePie play it.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
Yeah. See, I watched him play it and I thought, wow, that's pretty good.
Hey, that's pretty good.
I mean, I don't really care about PewDiePie. I don't have any issue with him, or I also don't watch any of his videos or give a shit about him. But I was a little concerned listening to it because at first, when all the drama came out, my initial reaction was like, it's probably some virtue signaling going on. He probably just there's no context to it. But then I watched it and I was like, that's not good. That's a dilemma.
It does sound bad,
especially,
and it's not
especially
just...
because like he was mad, right? And he got mad and he dropped it when he was swearing and shit. And I'm like, but the problem with that isn't even the context he used him was like to put someone down, but it was also like, yeah, but that's like a go-to word in your vocabulary when your mic's not on. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but...
it's not. No one just says that and hasn't said it on a regular basis.
I know, and I don't think anyone's disputing that it's like, oh, it's the first time he said it accidentally. It's like, obviously, like he says it, like I say it, and I'm not going to be a hypocrite and be like, oh, it was wrong of him to do it, because I'm just like, well, sometimes when I'm in the heat of the moment, even when I'm not in the heat of the moment, I just say it because I don't have an issue with it, and obviously people do, and that's why I don't think he should have said it, because people have an issue with it.
But there's also context, because you're not using it. I've never heard you say that in that context.
I mean, I've never said it to someone to put anyone else down. I mean, if I'm playing Kingdom Hearts and fighting a really tough boss, then, you know, I'll just swear and say a bunch of random shit for comedic effect, you know, just saying a bunch of crap.
Again, the boss is just an AI, isn't it? It's like, can't get offended by
and
it.
I mean, it's like PewDiePie...
I'm offended.
Like,
I'm offended.
I'm offended for the
lingo. Boss lives matter.
Don't tell me what does and doesn't offend me. How dare you? First of all.
Oh, Gabe. But the
salt.
And obviously, when PewDiePie said it, it obviously wasn't a racially charged comment. He didn't know the dude's race. He wasn't saying it, even if the dude was black, which he doesn't know. He wasn't saying it for that reason. He was just saying it to say a bad word because he was mad, obviously.
We don't need to, like, defend him or anything about this. Like, I don't have a problem with PewDiePie. I'm just saying, like, he said it. He did say it. He didn't cop it.
Yeah, of course. And his apology was great. He just made an apology. It was like a couple minutes long. There was no stupid like music or any crying or anything like that. He was just saying, you know, I was stupid for saying it, etc. Like, no excuses. And
sure.
His apology, I think, was a good way of doing an apology. And it was like apologizing to all the people that were offended, or, you know, just apologizing for himself necessarily, and just being like, yeah, it was wrong to do and everything, acknowledging what he did. And I'm just like, yeah, sure, whatever, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I thought Crowder did a great video on it as well. He talked about it.
Yeah, I liked his video. I fucking love him so much. He's always so hyped up.
He is a bit too much for me sometimes. I'm like, okay, bro, we get it. I
love him. He's so passionate. You love
conservative ideas. We get it.
I love him so much. I find myself agreeing with everything he says, though. I love him.
Oh, I definitely don't. Like, he is a bit over the top. I love him. I don't get me wrong. I love Steve Crowder. He's hilarious, but I definitely don't agree with everything he says.
To be fair, I think I'd say I'm a bit more over the top than you, though, so that makes sense.
That's true. I'm Ben Shapiro. I can sometimes find I agree with everything Ben Shapiro says.
I agree with a lot of things Ben Shapiro says. I think sometimes I disagree, but I agree with, I mean, like 90% of what he says, I think. So.
When he starts talking about God and everything like that, I'm like, okay.
I'm like, okay, you've lost me there.
It is a tough thing. It is a tough thing for me because I'm like, I don't really find people that believe like that much in God. That, you know, I'm like, well, I feel like there's some intelligence here missing, but
Yeah.
but then it's like obviously it's not the case. Not with someone like especially someone like Ben. So
Yeah, I'd say he doesn't
Got a
use his
question.
religion to form his opinions on things. I think that's probably why he's so intelligent.
yeah, that's true. It definitely doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, so.
Anyway,
Yes, we
that's
did.
PewDiePie. We can take that out of the
PewDiePie.
title. Oh wait, so we can't. You can't.
No, you
delete
can't
things.
remove things from titles. You just
Yeah,
don't
just make it
know.
longer.
Just make it longer. What else do I add? I'll just.
You have
I'll
to
just.
put PewDiePie N-word not in this podcast anymore.
Yeah. Ignore this bit in the title. Sorry, can't delete characters for some reason.
I've got to change the pace here a bit. I've got a video for us to react to.
Okay.
Oh.
This could be the most Australian thing in the world, and I'm not sure if it's a thing for you guys. But do you guys have the saying like "dog and the boys"?
The what?
Is that a common thing?
I'll say the boys and Fox. If that's close
No,
enough.
The boys
like-
and lads
like-
and men and Fox. Yeah.
Like, let's say like you and your mates are hanging out, but you're just like, I'm gonna hang out with my girlfriend instead, or I'm gonna like just stay home. You're dogging the boys. You're dogging the boys.
Oh,
dogging
you're
is-
dogging them.
Dogging. That's like when you get together in a
Dogging,
parking
yeah.
lot and fuck. Like.
Like with masks on, like a
Yeah,
anonymous-
yeah. If I was gonna go
Yeah.
dog with if I was dogging the boys, we'd all like meet up in a dark car park and fuck. Like,
Oh, no.
I don't do that, with my mates. No.
no, I don't either. But like, if I like that's an example. Yeah.
Well, in Australia, like dogging is like you're. How do I explain this? Because I was about to say, well, you're dogging them, but to you that's something else completely. It's you're ditching them. You're ditching
Okay.
it.
Got you right. Yeah.
You're ditching them to do something else, or you've got better things to do than hanging out with the boys.
You're ditching the boys to go dog.
Because like a saying in Australia is like, if someone's like, oh no, I'm out, I'm leaving. Oh, you're such a dog. Like that's like an insult. You're a
Okay.
dog. You're a
Okay.
dog. Like you're not loyal, which doesn't really make sense because dogs are like the most loyal animals. It's like what a disloyal twat.
Yeah, that makes no
You're a
sense.
dog.
Yeah.
You're a fucking dog. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense when you think about it. But like
Dogs are
this is
great.
this is like an over exaggerated video about like it's like a documentary style of like the dog and the boys patrol.
Okay.
This is so Australian, so people might not get this, and it might be lost on people. And I just think it's funny, and other Australians might think it's funny, but you know, my bad.
The dog and the boys.
Oh, it's a Facebook video.
Yeah, got a bit scared when
The
I
dog
saw
and
a
the boy.
Facebook link there.
Right. Let's see if I
What?
can get up this. I don't know.
I've got it up.
Transition it up. That'll do. That's perfect. Okay.
All right.
We're
If
all
I-
good.
This is, and I'm going to quote here: if I was going to dog with the boys, we would all meet up in a car park and fuck James 2017. Okay, you guys ready to watch?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, play.
Boost Patrol's a little thing we've got going here for a while. It's pretty much just all about keeping the boys safe. Yeah, we like showing around town, checking up on what's going on, seeing who's dogging the boys, who isn't. I don't like handing out fines, but on the bad days I'll have to.
Scooting around town, just seeing what boys are being boys and what boys are being shit cunts.
I just like saying, hey, what's going on? You know, you give us an Instagram photo or a Snapchat story, or I just want to see some proof that you have been hanging out with the boys. Because if you haven't, then, you know, I can't really turn a blind eye.
We do tend to give out fines for the more serious crimes. On a good day, you know, slap on the wrist, ha ha, dump your missus.
Mate, what's up today, Miko? Hopefully we can crack a few fucking crimmies today and catch these cunts, eh?
Yeah, mate, I heard there's a few around town. Got the info here on the old talkie.
Like any kind of patrol, I guess we do get our repeat offenders, blokes that are just non-stop dogging cunts. One young lad around town, his name is Luke Wrigley. We get him quite a bit. He's always, you know, hanging out with Sheilas. It's always a different Sheila, and he's always dogging the boys. And yeah, Baz, we've got him again. Luke Wrigley, young kid around town. What's going on here, guys? Hey, what's happening here?
Oh, no, nothing, mate, nothing. No. Just
Met her, yeah. You just met her? Absolute bullshit. No. Get out of here. Sorry, darling. I'm so sorry.
It's not what I've got, mate. I'll see you later, alright? Sorry.
It's not worth dogs and boys, is it?
No.
Had that little look on your face. You thought, hey, fucking, I'll get away with this.
I thought we were in a quiet spot.
You fucking bastard.
Sorry.
Never dodge us, mate. We're everywhere.
Anyway, what do you want? What do you want from Macca's?
Frozen Coke or something?
You want a frozen Coke?
Yeah, please.
You want a fucking frozen?
Fuck no.
Would you like fries if that can't?
I need to do a fucking piss.
Bitch.
Fucking piss when I say you can
I'm
fucking
gonna go
piss.
inside and do a piss.
No.
No, you fucking wait, oi.
You piss your pants.
Hey, cheers, thanks for that. You have a good one, alright? Stay
Thanks,
safe.
darling.
Cheers. You just gotta think, mate, we're doing you a favour, like picking you up, seriously, like playing with the dog with your fucking missus. And you could be pumping darts at the boys, sipping from the frozen. I don't give a fuck when she got a dog. It's a shit dog. It's like Rolf Harris's pubic hairs tucked around with a head. Just going. It's not really a 9 to 5 job, it's pretty flat out, you know, we're constantly just chasing down the boys and finding out what's going on and putting the boys together one at a time, you know, just trying to make the neighbourhood a safer place for the boys to have fun, because as we know, you know, talking to boys going to these Sheila's house, it's not safe, it's not safe.
The boys have had a report down here at Bishop Street. One of the boys is working when obviously it's beer time. So we're going to go in for a little sticky bake and have a look, eh? This is him. Let's pop inside. What the bloody hell's going on in here? Are you aware it's grog o'clock, mate?
Mate, it's only beer o'clock.
Yeah, no worries, mate. We'll just come in, pop around, see if you're alright, not dogging the boys. Obviously on the tools.
Nah. Gotta go give a fair slap to where's the go and have a few VBs. Schooner to Snitty.
Always been about that.
Yes.
Right, mate, take it easy, eh?
Say, bro, go on.
Overall today, the patrol went fairly well, I must say. You know, we got a few return offenders, a few new ones. If you're going to DTB, have a plan B.
All I want to do is just keep the boys together one at a time, you know? Keep the boys being with the boys and don't get them dogging the boys and hanging out with these fucking stupid Sheilas. So that's about it from me for the day, and make sure we love each other, and one thing, never dog the boys.
There it is.
What a sweet
Never,
video.
never dog the boys. I realised some of those words I was saying, like there was a whole conversation there. I'm like, I don't think anyone out of Australia would even understand what they're saying. Like it would be like another language.
Yeah,
Oh, this came across pretty well. I knew what they were talking about.
I mean,
Really?
I could probably guess. Yeah, it was alright.
On a good day, just a ha-ha slap on the wrist and a dump your missus.
That was fun.
Oh,
He's a shit
fuck.
dog. That was the fun.
It's a shit dog.
I don't give a fuck when she got the dog. It's a shit dog. It looks like Ralph Harris's pubic hairs wrapped around a little head.
That was good.
I just loved it. Just like Luke Wrigley, just fucking, who's this? No, I just met her. I swear to God. I'm hitting her. I just met her. Fucking bullshit, man.
Oh, it was great.
I saw that the other day and I was losing it. So I'm like, I have to share this, even though it's bloody too Australian. But
That's true.
you know,
Alright.
That's good.
it is what it is. Good time, bit of a laugh. There it is. The iPhone 8 Plus, and X was announced this week.
It was, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, what are your thoughts? And I don't actually know that much about it. Did you guys both watch the?
I watched it.
I didn't watch it, no.
Well, James, give us the rundown. What the fuck is this bullshit?
All right, so the way I look at it is essentially the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus is essentially like an iPhone 7S and 7S Plus. It's like just a slight upgrade from the iPhone 7, but for some reason they felt like skipping the 7S and just releasing an 8, and then releasing the iPhone X, which is the iPhone 10, which is obviously like the next big upgrade. Which yeah, there's that. So the 8 it's like the 7, but like better in a way, and it looks a bit different. I think I don't really know. I don't really pay attention to that well, or I did, but it was a while ago and I don't remember. But then you've got like the 10, which has like a new processor and stuff, and like some like good cameras, and like it's got the facial recognition thing, and like they got rid of the home button.
You get to turn yourself into a
Turn yourself into an emoji. If you're
fuck
that,
that.
if you're that kind of person, And I don't know, it's got a bunch of new features, shit, but loads of new like cool shit. And I don't know, the wireless charging is a thing, and I don't know, it looks cool.
It does look nice, yeah.
That's the lasers rundown.
The lasers rundown.
Yeah.
What are you gonna get?
I'm gonna get the X, I think.
Why is the X stand out to you over the 8 or 8 Plus?
It's new and looks cool, and I like it.
But they're both coming out the same day. They're both new.
No, they're not. The X comes out on November the 3rd, and the 8 comes out on September 22nd.
So it's like a month and a half.
Yeah. Just the X is just better. See, to me, it's like if I get the X, which is a couple hundred more than the 8, then it's better and it'll last me like longer. It'll be like up to date more. So like if I get the 8, it's like I'm gonna be upgrading in like a year or so. So like if I get the X, it's like I can have it for a while. It's like I've had the phone I have now for like over 2 years. So it's like, you know,
Yeah.
I'm sure the X will last me way longer than the 8 will. And people are gonna be like, oh, just get a Android. They're better and cost less.
Fuck
It's like,
off.
sure, but I will be unhappy every time I look at that phone. So I'm gonna get
I
an
do
iPhone.
not know how I'm gonna pull like a grand out of my ass to get this phone though.
Go dogging.
Yeah.
You get paid.
No, actually, no. I don't want to do that.
Fucking join the Dog and the Boys Patrol. They're always hiring.
That's true.
That's true.
That'd be good. You just gotta. I mean, it's a while away. Like, it's not long. Like, I mean,
Almost
it
there
is
anyway.
long.
I
that's what I'm
should.
saying.
I reckon by the time it comes out, I should have about enough to buy it.
That's good. That's good news.
So, yeah.
I'm on the fence about getting one. It's the first time actually. I'm always behind. Like I don't give a fuck about being up to date on phones, but this is the first time I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get the X because I've got a 6 Plus. That's great. It's great stuff. But I'm like, okay, maybe there's nothing wrong with it. I've no reason to get a new phone.
Yeah, me neither. But actually, I do. My phone's actually fucked. I do actually.
Yeah,
need a
the
new
battery
phone.
on my phone is fucked. Like it like turned off at 15% last night, and I was like, well, what's that about?
My phone just keeps
Stay
turning
on.
itself off and deleting photos, so I really do need to get one as soon as possible.
Okay, that's
Your
an
phone
issue.
Yeah, it is.
deletes
It's really it's been doing it for about a month. I keep losing pictures.
Yeah, that's an issue. That would annoy me a lot. There's something wrong with that, mate. Is it go to the cloud or anything, or does it just disappear forever?
They disappear forever.
Okay, yeah, I'd definitely be getting that figured out,
Yeah,
quick.
It's really bothering me. It seems to be whenever I take a picture, it deletes like a load of other ones, and it's like I have like memory on my phone. Like it's not like I'm running out of memory, so it's like fucking itself up. So I don't know what's going on. So I just need to get a new phone as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know what to tell you, mate. I don't know what to tell you. I broke this phone screen, but I just got the phone screen repaired.
Oh,
I broke my phone screen a while ago, and
how'd you do that, George? Do you want to explain? to everyone?
I bit my phone screen.
Wait, okay, hang on, stop that. I'm sorry, hang on. I'm just
Do
gonna need you to.
do a George's gags on how you broke your phone screen.
I'm just gonna need you to rewind there. Did you say you bit your phone?
I did bite my phone. I was playing that when there was that like Facebook like fucking big old craze going around where everyone was like, oh, I played the football game on it or played the basketball thing in the group chat and shit. And I was like, oh yeah, and I was playing it and it was really annoying me, so I got really mad and I was like bit my phone screen because I was really upset with it, and then it smashed. My phone screen smashed in my mouth. It's so.
I'm sorry,
So autistic.
It does sound really autistic, doesn't it?
Oh, God.
George. That's George. I'm trying to figure this. Hang on. I'm just trying to process what you just said.
Since then, it was about a year ago. I've recovered, but
You bit your phone screen because you were angry with your phone.
I was angry at
actually-
the game I was playing.
You were angry at a Facebook Messenger game.
Yeah.
So you bit your phone screen and broke it in your mouth.
Yeah.
How-
Oh God.
Dude, you need to be studied in a fucking lab or something. You're fucking retarded, man.
Yeah, it's fucking. I got a good George's gags out of it though. So yeah, banter.
Dude, was there a glass in your mouth or something?
Oh, that's a bit, but it didn't cut me. Trying to spy it out.
Oh, you're fucking mental, man.
I can imagine what that was like. Like, did you know it cracked before you took it out your mouth?
Yeah, I felt like the weight, like just like
How
be released.
fucking hard did you bite it?
The anger was high, James. It was high amounts of anger.
Oh no.
Really riled up. Oh, I need to release this anger.
That's a sad time.
See that Blue said here, OMG George, my friend did the exact same thing. I'm not alone in this.
Don't relate to my chat. They're all fucking
Yeah.
retarded.
Yeah, I was like, congratulations, you're as retarded as a person on YouTube. You fuck. What are you talking about?
Oh god. Well, you know, it's fixed now. My phone is fine. It's lovely. I actually bought a new model of it. It was like £100 I had to spend, and then it's fine.
You had to buy a whole new phone.
Yeah, but it was at a discount obviously because iPhone 6s like new aren't only £100. So it was alright.
So you had to buy a new one because
Actually, the guy who fixed it fucking fixed it incorrectly, and the screen broke again, and it popped out. Cunt. And then
just casually, cunt.
yeah, and then then I had to get a new one because the screen was beyond fixing. So we were like, yep, new one, £100.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know someone who did that too. You're all fucking
Fucking
retarded.
hell.
You're all
God.
How many people bite their phone and break the screen? I didn't think that was
trend.
common. Like, what the fuck is this?
New trend.
That's mental.
God, speaking of trends, have you seen that thing that's like me and James looked at it on the stream yesterday, and it is the stupidest shit
What, the
I've
don't
ever
judge
seen.
a book by its
Yeah.
cover trend?
It's like someone has like a pair of scissors to their hair. It's usually girls that do it. A pair of scissors to their hair, and they go, oh, you thought I was gonna cut my hair? Well, don't judge a book by its cover. And then they cut their hair anyway, and they end the video.
It's so weird. It's such
Make
a
no
weird
sense.
fucking trend. Why is that a thing?
It's
Wait,
like
that's not what?
13-year-old girls.
It's a thing, yeah. It's just a bunch of kids. It's not even just kids. There are a lot of adults that are doing it as well on Twitter.
It's true.
They're just
actually. That's what I
retarded.
thought.
It's
Doesn't
like the
make
message
sense.
is to not judge a book by its cover, like, so don't judge people. But it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
It's like they'll go, right guys, so I'm about to cut my hair, and they'll be like, oh, you thought I was gonna cut my hair? Don't judge a book by its cover. And it's like, you fucking told me you were going to, you dumb cunt.
And then they
What do
go,
you
oh, you
mean?
fucking stupid cunt. And then they cut it anyway.
So you
And they
can't blame me
like,
for judging
reset
you for that. You
cunts.
fucking told me you were going to.
So
Dickhead.
stupid. It's like they were trying to have some positive message, but it's just autism fueled. It doesn't make any sense. I'm more confused.
Fueled.
I'm more
Autism.
confused than anything.
Autism
Like
fueled. That's kind of like biting your phone because you're mad at a game.
that's true, but at least
That's
I'm not trying to get
autism-fueled.
a fucking message across. So I just got angry.
George,
That's
you
true.
bit your phone and broke the screen. What are you talking about?
I know, but I wasn't trying to like put a positive message across by biting my phone. I wasn't like, oh yeah, don't judge a book by its cover, and then bite my phone. Like I just
Oh, you
did
thought
it.
I was gonna bite my phone? Don't judge a
Well,
book by its
judge a book
cover.
Oh, I'm just joking. I'm gonna buy it anyway.
Oh, God. It's like the don't judge challenge. That was stupid, though, because that wasn't even trying to show a positive message. It was just stupid, self-absorbed cunts.
Yeah, they're
Like,
just
oh,
like,
look
oh
how
yeah,
attractive I am.
I'm gonna draw a bunch of shit all over my face, and then I'm gonna, when the beat drops, I'm gonna fucking change it and like have
Oh,
like
that was
me
so
look my
cringe.
best. And it's like, well, fuck off, you fucking self-absorbed. I'm not self-absorbed.
That was
That's
the
a
Bishop story,
throwback.
wasn't it?
That's such a throwback. Episode 13 of Kill Connor Club.
a good one.
Bloody.
That was classic, yeah.
See, I remember things. I fucking
Yeah.
remember things. I don't know what. I remember the episodes exactly. I can pinpoint the episode shit happened on this podcast. I remember everything.
Okay,
God, it was that long ago. Like that feels like it was like not
First
too many
episode
podcasts.
of
2016.
2016.
Correct.
Mental.
Correct. Episode 13. It was the episode before you came on for the first time. Your first episode was episode 14.
Oh yeah, and I was like, oh, what's going on here?
Oh, well.
You had no idea. Begging to come on. Then you come on. You're like, I don't even. What even is? I've never listened to the podcast.
That's true. I hadn't listened to an awful lot of the Kill Connor Club before that, so I was like, well,
Yeah.
how does it work?
That's true.
But I'm
That
a
was when our
seasoned
rooms were
veteran
being
now.
all our rooms were being all done, so they were all fucked and like had no wallpaper on the walls
Fuck,
or
it was
anything in
how-
the room.
Jesus Christ, that was when I first played Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
Around
that's when, because
time.
I remember ended up, because that was when it's when I was first getting back into Kingdom Hearts. Because I remember I played it the summer of 2015, and then 2016 we did that podcast, and that's when I got back into it again because we were talking about Kingdom Hearts again, and so I got back into it, and then we talked about it. Like I gave all my reaction, and everything. We were just wanking over Kingdom Hearts.
Bloody hell.
just wanking over it. Love it.
Yeah.
Love a good wank. Stu, Julia, you're both still there listening to your sons wanking
Oh no.
and going to a car park and fucking their mate.
Yeah, they're definitely not.
Oh fuck! I really hope they're not listening to the fucking bit where I broke my phone.
Oh
screen.
yeah, because they don't know.
Yeah, no, they don't know.
Nah, they're definitely not listening. They're not
Yeah,
listening.
no, 'cause that would have been in the chat. Like, what,
That would have
I'll
been
throw
so
it out that window.
funny.
Oh god, because they don't know. I
Oh.
told them that I like dropped it and it like smashed on this like side of my desk, and I was like, yeah, that's happened. But I actually
What, so they paid to fix it?
Yeah, they did.
They did pay to fix it.
They wouldn't have. If it was me that said I'd done that, they wouldn't have paid to fix it. They'd have made me
Yeah.
pay.
See, I blame my mum for me breaking my phone. I've never broken a phone screen ever for as long as I've had iPhones. I've been so good with it, but I've always had cases on it, so it's never been an issue.
Mhm.
But for Christmas, my mum bought me a custom case and it has Thai, like written in silver on it.
Classic.
Okay.
And she's like, use that. But it's like a flip case, right? Like a flip leather case, but it doesn't
Okay.
have like a magnetic pull to it, so it doesn't stay. Like it just kind
Oh.
of flops out and open.
Okay.
So whenever I drop my phone in my previous cases, it's magnetic, so it'd fall over and the case covers it. Nah, granted, I was wasted, so drunk.
Oh, I remember the story. Yeah.
Yeah, I was walking down the street and I tried to put it in my pocket and I missed. And as the phone falls, the flap just fucking opens up and just reveals wonderfully to the gravel floor, here's the glass screen. And just fucking shatters it. And I'm like, oh, fucking sick. And then
Oh god.
$150 to repair it. And I'm like,
It's like the
Mum's like, how'd you do that? And I'm like, because your fucking shit case you got me.
it's like the feeling of dread when your phone screen breaks. It's horrible.
I've never
I
done
mean,
it
it's
before.
actually, it's only happened to me once, which is when I bit it. That was the only time I've ever smashed a phone screen. So I've never smashed it from dropping it.
Oh,
Like
what
I've dropped
about?
my phone down the stairs.
Don't act, no, sorry. Don't act fucking proud.
I mean,
for the
well, I
other
went,
phone
I
screen
went a
being
bit extreme,
like
didn't I?
this. Fuck.
Didn't you smashed your phone once? Didn't you? In
No, I didn't.
In
It was when I was I mean, literally,
in
it
tech
was
or something at school.
It was. Imagine like it was a line in the corner of the screen that was barely
Oh, it was like a
visible and you
tiny
could
little
feel
scratch,
it.
wasn't it? And you got really
And I
scared
was
about it.
I was like, oh, mum's gonna get home and she's gonna like be really upset with me. Oh, look at it. It was like the tiniest crack, you couldn't even really see it. And it was like an old
Classic.
phone. I had it for ages, and mum didn't care, and I was scared about nothing really.
Yeah, I've never.
That's the
I've
thing.
never smashed my phone, so.
That's the
I
thing when
broke
you're a kid.
Yeah, I broke an iPad screen dropping it on the carpet. I was like, what?
Wow.
I don't know. I had no case or cover on it, but afterwards I bought like some military grade thick as fuck case for my iPad, so it would never happen again. Because they're like, I don't think it was like $80 to repair it, but yeah, I just dropped it on the carpet right after I moved out, and I had no money, and I was like, I can't fucking afford a new screen. It was like $80. It wasn't that much, but like I was like, so upset about it. Way more upset about the phone screen than the phone screen. The phone screen cost me like $200 to fix. And I had to pay for that at the same time I fucked up my laptop, and it cost me $1,300 to repair because I spilled coffee on the
fuck.
keyboard.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
Just spent $2,500 brand new MacBook Pro. A week after having it, spilled coffee in the keyboard.
Oh, that's
$1,300 to repair.
Oh god, that'd be that'd be horrible.
I actually cried tears. I was so upset. I
I don't
was so
blame you.
upset.
I would also cry. I
was
never
just
got
like-
my laptop repaired from that time that James used it as a shield when I was kicking him.
We didn't tell Mum about that either. We told her
Yeah.
that Harvey. No, you were trying to clean your keyboard or something, and you accidentally pulled the
Yeah.
keys off and like broke the things that kept them on your keyboard.
Yeah.
But really, I was pissing you off and you tried to kick at me, so I grabbed your laptop to shield myself and you kicked the keys off it and broke it.
I remember that. That's back when we were like used to like watch each other play games downstairs.
Yeah, downstairs we only had one Xbox. Yeah, that's fucking ages ago.
What I'm learning is you two are a couple of 1-2 fucking liars. Just habitual liars.
That's because like you'd just be. It's one of those things when you're a kid, you'd be so scared when Dad found out. You're like, it's best they don't know.
Yeah, at least we worked together to lie.
Yeah.
And didn't like tell on each other.
Oh, I would tell on Harlan just like, I don't know, all the time. It's just,
so
but
mean.
that's because I was a little shit and I always got in trouble. Harlan was like the nicest kid, never got in trouble for anything, and I would get mad because he's a fucking little pussy. Well, that's what I fucking little. I actually wouldn't say that because I was like 6, but like I was like fucking little goody too. I also wouldn't say fucking. But like,
You fucking little goody two shoes. Fuck's sake.
yeah, he's just this little goody two shoes. Never did anything wrong, and he'd get away. But he was smart because he lied. I'm still to this day. I am terrible at lying. I just can't lie. I hate lying. I don't lie. When I was a kid, if I fucked up, I'd just be honest about it, and I used to get in so much trouble. But I'd always just come clean about it, which for some reason I never learnt to lie about it. I'm
James
sure
used to teach me how to lie. Like, he also used to like teach me how to convince mum and dad to like get us KFC or something. Because I'd be like, oh, I really want KFC, and you'd be like, all right, well, either you've got to go talk to mum and dad about it, or I do it because I'm better at convincing them.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
So I like slowly learned over the years how to also lie
to
about
manipulate
shit.
people. Yeah. I'm not so good at it anymore. I don't like doing it.
I don't need to anymore. You just kind of, if you want something, you get it yourself.
That's true, but if I have to convince,
there's nothing to lie about anymore.
I can't do it anymor though. But I used to do it all the time. I was a dickhead actually.
Yeah, I'm just like, let me do that. Yeah, go on. And...
but I don't know what it was. Like, Harlan would do something. Oh, I would do something, and I'd say to Harlan, "Never tell mum and dad." And he would like take it to the grave. He'd be like, "Yes, okay." He'd like hit me. I'd be like, "Mum, Harlan hit me." But then like because like I just got in trouble for being a dickhead. Like I was doing something legitimately annoying, and mum's like grounded me for a week, and he just hit me, and I'm like, "Why don't you ground him? You grounded me." Like I'd get mad. Like I'd get really pissed off because I'm like, fucking little goody two shoes. Except again, would not say fucking. What does he get in trouble? What does he get in trouble like me? And mum would be like, "Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not grounding him because you're a little bitch." She didn't say that, but like that's pretty much what she meant.
Oh god, it's like when I was on the trampoline. I deliberately pissed James off because it was fucking hilarious, and he kicked me in the spine.
You had it coming. You fucking asked for it. What did you want? That's what you wanted me to do.
It's funny because you get so mad.
But then you'd fucking tell mum about it.
Yeah, and I'll cry because you kicked me in the spine and it hurt a lot. And I was like, I heard my back crack. I heard it crack.
You fucking pussy. You fucking cunt. Oh. You always used to piss me off. And then when I fucking retaliated, you'd go run to mum. And then mum would be like, "No, don't deal with yourself. Come and tell us." And then if you were pissing me off and I went and told mum, they'd be like, "Oh, I can't deal with this fucking arguing." They say fucking. Like, "I can't deal with this arguing." And then we both get in trouble for it. I'm like, I can't fucking win, can I?
There were so many arguments that was simply around the fact that mum and dad wouldn't help out if I was being a little shit.
Oh, God, it was so annoying. So much annoying shit happened.
I was a cunt. And the last time I can remember me pissing you off on purpose was when we were walking home that one time, and you were like saying "piss off" in a really funny way, so I kept just repeating it, and you'd be like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Yeah. That really pissed me off. You still do it sometimes.
Yeah, it was a really weird way that you said it. Like you were like, "Piss off." That's how you...
You do that randomly all the time.
I do because it's a joke that's formed from that one time that it happened.
Oh God.
Oh, speaking of brothers, my brother is in the chat.
Is he?
Hurlsberg.
Oh, it's Hurlsberg.
Hurlsberg.
Classic Hurlsberg.
I love
Oh,
the fact
Harlan.
that's his name. That's amazing. Like
Yeah.
on fucking YouTube. A classic boy.
Oh, Harlan, I miss you.
Classic.
We're talking about classic brotherly stories.
Oh,
Of
good up.
course. As kids, we say we didn't say. I love how when we talk about ourselves as kids, and we say we didn't say fucking. That just shows how much it's in our vocabulary. Like we can't talk
Yeah,
talk
we
about
can't
getting
talk
mad
about
without
it.
having to say fucking.
It's like didn't say fucking at the time, but definitely would now.
Yeah.
But I can't remember not saying fuck. Actually, I remember learning like what the middle finger meant, and I vividly remember like going on a walk with my like family, like my parents and my brother, and Harlan knew what it was, and I didn't know what it meant, and like, but I knew it was bad. I remember Harlan gave me the finger, and I'm like, Mom, he gave me the finger. What's the finger mean? Like I had no idea what he meant. He's doing this with his finger. What is that? Like, what is that?
He's not good, but what is it? It's weird where that came from, though. Like,
Yeah.
what was it? Like there was like archers in a war, and they used to cut their middle finger off. So then to taunt the people that had their middle finger cut off, they'd like stick their like middle finger and be like, "Yeah, fuck you, we still have ours, cunt."
Really?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
that's where it came from. So now
Would they
everyone.
really say we still have ours, cunt? Is that really what?
Well, no, but like,
We still have ours,
that's what it meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you do it to someone else, it's not really. They shouldn't get offended by it because it's like
They
I've
still
got
have their
mine
middle
too.
finger.
Yeah.
So you're a fucking idiot, actually, because I do have my
Yeah.
middle finger. Yeah.
Yeah, like when you're a kid, like when you're just learning about like swearing and stuff, like it happened to me. I was in nursery or something like that, and I watched Back to the Future.
I was
where Marty
preschool. It was
slays-
preschool.
Yeah, and Marty's like when he's driving away from like the Syrians or whatever the fuck they're called. He goes, "Oh,
It's Libyans. They're Libyans.
the Libyans." That's the Syrians.
No, you can say it when he ran away from the terrorists. No,
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, holy shit!" So I shouted that out in primary school when I was in like one of the little cars that you could get, and like I was like pedaling that along, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And then.
You're told off, but you didn't even know what it meant. You didn't
I didn't know what it meant. It's like, Marty McFly says that, and he's really cool, so I want to like say it as well.
I want to say it as well.
Uh,
Elva just said the one where the spider jumped on you when you were little, Tyler. That terrifies me. It wasn't me. They jumped on
it was
Harlan.
Harlan, yeah.
What was it?
Fell out of a tree. A massive huntsman.
Oh god.
Like the size of it. I mean, he was probably like 7 at the time. The size of his chest, right? Like was on it. Like me and Dad and Harlan were just kicking the footy at like an oval or something like, and Harlan just starts screaming and whacking his chest, and there's just this massive huntsman. I just remember my dad runs over and whacks it off his chest.
That's
God.
horrible.
And it's up, and this massive, hairy spider's just chucking its little fucking pincers together, just on the grass, looking at us.
Oh.
And Harlan was terrified. Of
That's
course he
horrible.
would be. Like he was so scared of spiders after that.
Worst day
Yeah,
ever.
worst day ever.
I'll never
God.
forget. I'll never forget that. I was like only like 5 at the time. I'll never forget that day.
Awful.
And like we come home, Harlan's in fucking tears. Harlan went through the wars as a kid, way worse than I did. I tell you what, like I remember that same house because we were living in a small, pretty like country town at the time this happened, and we never had a trampoline. We always wanted a trampoline as kids, and I remember we went on holidays, and Harlan started doing flips on our friend's trampoline we were staying with, and he learned how to do flips. And we'd always go to our neighbour's place to go on their trampoline. So we come back from holidays. Harlan wants to show off he can do a flip on the trampoline. And so we go next door. And mind you, I didn't know this at the time because we'd always wanted a trampoline. My mum wanted us to have a trampoline too. It was my dad that's like, we're not getting a trampoline. They're fucking dangerous. I don't think he said fucking. He actually probably did. But like, they're dangerous. We're not getting a trampoline. And he finally, after us being away on holidays and seeing us on the trampoline every day, Mum's like, they're outside, they're not on the PlayStation. Like, well, let's get a trampoline. He was thinking about that. Apparently, they were going to get a trampoline. The day we get back home, we go straight to our neighbor Tim's place. Oh, Harlan's second worst day ever. He knows what's coming. We go next door. Harlan on the first flip, he's like, guys, I can do a flip. on the first flip, like, you know how this was back in the day when like no one gave a shit about safety, like when they sold like items, like when companies sold things. You know how these days on trampolines they're fucking like fencing and like on the wires or like covers on the wires. Like this is they don't have that bullshit now. It's just fucking rusty like tetanus shit all over it.
Yeah.
So he did a flip. His face lands on the metal.
Oh.
And it splits his cheek open.
Oh, Jesus.
Like, it looked like he had a second mouth, is what I was saying.
Oh.
Like I thought, and there's blood fucking everywhere. And I remember me and Tim just leg it, like bolt next door to my parents. And I'm like, Mum, Harlan's dying.
Oh, no.
He's like, what? So they take him to hospital and he had to get stitches in his face.
Oh, God, that's awful.
Oh, I just remember I was worse than Harlan. Like I was crying because I was so traumatized looking at my brother. He's got like a second mouth on his face.
Oh, that's awful. Like fucking Two-Face from The Dark Knight.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but my dad goes, "We're not getting a fucking trampoline. I guarantee you." We're definitely not getting a trampoline. So we never got a trampoline.
Oh, that's
Never
sad.
got a trampoline.
There's a universe out there where you did get a trampoline.
There
No,
it is.
fuck off.
We're not doing that.
The universe I live in, I never got a trampoline.
God.
That was bad. Yeah, that was real bad. Harlan had a rough childhood. And he
That's
had
the
me
thing.
as a brother. That was terrible.
Like children always get hurt and shit. Like when you're older, you got a bit more common sense. When you're a kid, you just do shit and bleed and learn from it, and then, oh God,
You don't
it
do
happens
it
all the
again.
time, and you don't do it again.
I don't really remember dealing with much, like getting injuries. Like, I mean, I played like rugby and stuff. So I mean, honestly, I remember I was probably concussed like 5 or 6 times though before I was like 12. Before I was 12 years old, I was probably concussed. I was playing rugby when I was like 8. I started playing rugby, and I got concussed heaps of times, which is really bad.
Okay.
Like when I
Really
almost
bad.
got my face ripped off by a dog.
Wait, what? Tell me that story. Tell me that.
We were
good.
around Jason Gird's gags again. We were around James's friend's house. He had a little dog called Boo, like a little girl dog, little bitch, and she was like really spoiled, like out on the fucking furniture. You know, I had leftover food from like fucking dinner and shit, and it was like had whatever she wanted. Like it was all lovely, and I was just stroking her, sitting next to her because I love dogs. Whenever there's a dog, I'm with the dog, and I was stroking her. And I was getting a bit close to her face, and obviously dogs don't really like that. But actually, you know what? I wasn't even close to her face. Actually, I was just standing next to her. I looked at her in the eyes, and she looked up at me. And in that split second, I saw anger in her eyes.
You saw anger.
I remember it. I saw like it looked evil, and then she darts at my face and then bites my lip, and I stand up immediately. She like bites my lip, and I stand up immediately, and she's like for a split second she's hanging off my face as I'm standing up, and then she drops off, and like blood immediately comes gushing out of, like my fucking mouth and shit. It goes all over my like nice white fucking t-shirt I was wearing, and like my mum sat me on like the kitchen side, and like the dog was barking, and I was like, "What's going on?" It was bleeding. It was all horrible.
I was upstairs for this. I didn't see this happen, so...
Probably playing like
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
too. I'm also in.
Yeah, I was with Sam. Like, we came down, we were like, what the fuck is going on? Then we all had to leave, because you obviously had to go to the fucking hospital.
Ruined
What
your
the
day.
fuck?
And then I don't think we ever went around the house ever again.
Nah, it's funny things like that. Like you just try not to. There was this street whenever I'd walk home from school, I'd ride my bike. Like I remember there was this street that there was a dog that for some fucking reason never was inside, never was like fenced off, because somehow every time anyone went past, it would chase you down the street.
Oh God.
It's this tiny little dog would do nothing, but it would scare because it was fearless. I was scared. Like as a kid, it was probably when I was in primary school. Like me and Harlan ride our bikes, and we'd know it's coming, but it was a shortcut. And we're like, it's easier to get chased by a dog and go down the shortcut than go the long way. So we went down it, and every time we'd be like, oh fuck, and it would just chase us down the entire street, barking at us like it wanted to eat our fucking faces. Ridiculous.
God, mental.
Dogs like that
Hilarious.
are fucking horrible. I love all dogs, but those ones are a bit scary.
I remember, but even just like you just need to stare at them, right? Or like not like hold your ground, right? Like I saw one person just like a grown man just stop and look at it, and it didn't come and bite him. It just like stood there like, oh shit. Usually they run away.
Yeah.
It's like I fucked up.
Classic little
That's
dogs.
fucking. That's funny. That's funny. I was thinking of something. I was trying to remember. Dude, that dog was crazy. Yeah, I remember. And there's one dog that was like massive. Like there's a big fence I had, but it kept jumping. Like this dog could kill someone. It was so big, and it would jump the fence every time we'd walk past that house. Not jump over the fence. But this is a huge fence, like a 2-meter high fence. But it could jump so high it would almost get over, but not quite. So every time you go past, you'd worry. You're like, has it finally figured out how to get over the fence? Like, has it finally? That for years, like almost every day, you'd go past it, and you'd just think, is today the day it gets over? Because it's always so close to getting over that fence.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It's like that dog that we thought was a bear.
Oh yeah, near the
What
park.
the fuck
yeah.
was that? It was massive.
It was
and
just. It must have just been a big dog because it barked. So it definitely
Maybe
wasn't
we
a
were
bear.
we were so small that we just.
It was
thought
big and it
was
had
bigger than
lots
it
of
was.
fur. That's what it was.
Like, I
And
thought
it
it was
used
a
to,
bear.
he used
That's
to like
fucked up.
run. Like every time you walked past it, it would start like barking at the fence. And then when you
Yeah.
got around the corner, you'd see it like through the like gate thing, and it was just massive, like running at the gate. It was horrible.
Yeah, I thought it was a
She's
bear. I
like, is
did
it
think
gonna
was a
break the
bear.
gate down and kill us, or like?
I hope it doesn't. Why is it so angry? Like,
Yeah, what did we do? Oh god.
I've been trying to sit here and think of like me being injured, but all I can think of is Harlan somehow like almost dying like so many times. Like in so many like different timelines, Harlan is dead like from something happening.
it's actually a universe where Harlan's dead.
There's a universe where Harlan
There's
died
a
on the
lot of-
trampoline. There's a universe where the spider killed Harlan after jumping on him.
After that though, like I'd always be freaked out of Huntsman. Like we were both scared of spiders after that incident.
You're not
I
scared
would
of
always
spiders,
go
though.
What's that? Not now, but I was as a kid for a bit.
I am
But it's
now.
because where I lived, there was always big huntsmen, like everywhere, like massive spiders, man, all the time,
Ooh,
like
that's
in your house,
Nice. That is
on a regular basis,
disgusting.
like
No.
bigger than my hand, and a grown man, full hand, it's as big as my hand,
That's disgusting.
and it's
Bloody hell.
because they'd be in the bathroom sometimes, like in the shower, in the bathtub, or something, or in the toilet. So every morning, because I would always get up before mum and dad, every morning I would go in and wake mum up and be like, because I couldn't go to the bathroom without knowing that there's no spiders in there. And I would always be like, have you checked there's no spiders in there? And like, I'd wake my mum and be like, have you checked there's no spiders in there? I need to go to the bathroom. And she's like, yeah, I've checked it. She'd just like wake up and be like, yeah, I've checked it. It's fine. And I'd always believe her. She never
so
checked.
dumb.
But of course she never checked. But I just believe my mum. And until one day, of course, I walk in. Have you checked? She goes, yeah, of course I checked. There's nothing there. I walk in. Massive huntsman.
Oh.
Like dangling from the roof.
Oh,
Like,
that's
coming in.
Oh, Jesus.
It's coming
mate.
down halfway down the road. And I'm just like, and run off. And I'm just like,
Oh, that's horrible.
and I'm just like, Mum, there's a huntsman. You said that you checked.
Oh, God.
She's like, ah, fuck, I got caught.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah, but Australia, what do you expect?
Oh.
That's the thing. The spiders in England aren't really scary at all, unless you get like one of those ones that's like really thick for some reason. Like it's just had a good time with its life. It's grown up in a rich family and they have loads of fucking food and shit, and it's like buff. Those ones.
Yeah.
I'll be wearing
They look
those
like they got
ones,
some.
but-
They've been going to the gym.
Yeah, but like the other ones
They
are-
were
doing their
popular
right
at school. Yeah.
Yeah.
God, yeah, the ones that are like
Popular at
super
school.
thick, like just for no reason. I'm like, what are you doing in my house? Get the fuck out of my house! And like, there was that
At
one
least,
time
at
where
least pay rent. if
Well,
you're gonna be in my house,
we
man.
found one. We found one on the stairs that time, but it was dead. So obviously someone had stood on it when we were going like downstairs.
What if it just died?
What if
Out of
it
nowhere?
just died? Like maybe
It
it
was
just got a heart
exhausted.
attack and died.
But that's the thing I think now about like huntsmans and like spiders and shit like that. Like I don't fucking care. Like they're stupid spiders. I'll use my hand, like bare hand. It will kill it with one shot. So it don't scare me.
No, they
Like,
scare me.
when I
They're
see a
fucking
huntsman now, I'm
horrible.
like, cool story, bro. Gadoosh, you're dead. That's it.
You did it! You did it! You did the meme!
Good.
It's been so long.
Yes.
Is that a meme?
Yeah. It's because there was a period where you said it like every, I don't know, 15 to 20 minutes.
Gadoosh.
Good douche, yeah. You said it all the time. And I brought it up on Horsey and Fox the other day, so it's good that you said it on an episode where George
So
was
it's
on.
so it's a recent meme.
Yeah,
it's a
that's
recent meme.
amazing.
Something I
I'm-
used to say.
That's amazing.
What's the meme? I just say gadoosh.
You just said
and
it. You
that's
just used to
Yeah.
say it a lot, all the time.
It's a great word.
It's a
That's
good
what
word.
it is.
It's like honey dick and stuff. It's just great fun
Honey
words
dick,
to say.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I watched the interview again the other day, and I was like, "Oh, honey dick! I haven't said that in a while. What a great word!"
good. Honey dick. It's
But they
it's
say-
a good word for clickbait because it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah. It
They
is.
say honey pot a lot in that movie. I'm like, no, that's a shit word. Honey dick. That's a great word.
Honey dick.
Honey
pot.
pot's shit. Yeah,
That's
that's
fine,
shit.
yeah.
Winnie the
Yeah, it's
Pooh. Winnie the Pooh likes honey pots. Nah, it's a
He
shit
does
word. He
actually.
likes honey dicks.
Yeah, he does.
Suck on a nice honey dick. Alright, that got a bit.
That got a bit weird. Okay. Oh,
Gadoosh. Thanks. Everyone's like, oh, gadoosh. Oh, cool.
good.
Well, I didn't realize people made fun of me. Like, I just hurt my feelings.
What else do we have on the list?
Oh, the list. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I did a top 5. I couldn't really think of one. So it's a pretty basic bitch top 5.
Top 5.
Yeah, I thought I was
It's been a bit.
sitting thinking like, let's do some classic top 5s.
Okay.
We did top 5 last episode, so I thought, why not?
Okay.
Top. I was like, we've done top 5 games a bunch of times,
Mm-hmm.
but what are the top 5 games on the current generation of consoles?
Oh.
Uncharted Lost Legacy. That's the
all
only
Well,
one.
that's-
5.
Well, George, that's one game, and it's really not the best one. So
Is
I
it
feel like
not?
you're missing something.
Oh wait, I forgot
What do you
how
think?
recent the fucking current gen was.
What
Yeah,
the
it's been
fuck's wrong
about
with?
it's been about 4 years, isn't it? Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
Uncharted 4 is on current gen. So
yes, it is.
There's that.
That's way better than Lost
Yeah,
Legacy.
I mean, I love Lost Legacy, but yeah, Uncharted 4's better 'cause it's got Nate and the sweet boys there and stuff.
Plus, George, you haven't even played the other Uncharted games properly. You've only
Well,
played
I
them...
actually have though on Horsey and
we've
Fox.
only played them on Horsey and Fox, and you're only playing Lost Legacy on Horsey and Fox.
Okay,
you
top 5
really you need to
games
play all the Uncharted games.
on current gen. in no particular
Horizon
order.
Zero Dawn.
Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn, Witcher 3, definitely.
Yeah, Witcher 3 for sure. Uncharted
Yeah.
4.
Uncharted 4.
We're both just the same fucking person right now, but okay, keep going.
Shit.
Well, you can go first, James. I'll let you.
All right. Okay, so Uncharted 4, with Witcher 3, Horizon Zero Dawn, fucking what games do I really love? Fuck, I mean, can you count remasters, or should we just
The
say
Ezio
games that? Yeah, the Ezio collection. Can we say remasters, or are we sticking to just games that came out? Because
Let's just say games for God's sakes. Don't tell me your remasters. No, no remasters.
but that would be like if it's a game that's like really good, but can't, like, because I could say like Skyrim Special Edition, but like, does that not count?
Yeah,
Because
no, it doesn't count. I'm talking
Okay.
about next gen games. Games that
Okay.
came out next
Ooh,
gen.
that makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so I mean, maybe like Kingdom Hearts 2.8. I put a lot of time into that, and then probably oh god, I actually maybe like fucking hell. What other games have I played a lot of on current gen? I don't know. Destiny 2. I don't know. What is
That's
it?
on my list.
I assume Okay, you do your list, George, and then I feel like Tyler's put a lot of thought into this, so he'll have more of an extensive list.
Yeah.
Hey James, that was a great fucking story, man. Thanks for that.
All right, let's get mine out of the way. All right, Witcher 3, Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted 4, Destiny 2, and fuck, what other games do I have?
What was the other one that I said?
Look at my little drawer here. I got fucking nothing.
Oh, I said Kingdom Hearts
shit.
2.8, didn't I?
Fallout 4, it's shit.
What do
What
I
the fuck
have?
is this game?
Shadow of Mordor, Assassin's Creed 4, Syndicate Unity, Titanfall,
Fuck.
Mafia 3.
Welcome to Kill Connor Club, episode and R.
I'm showing you my PS4 games collection. Okay.
Do you want me,
Yeah, this is
do you
his
want me to- do you want me to do my list?
Yeah, you do
Well, I
yours.
got my
And then
top 4 there. There you go.
Do yours, Tyler, and we'll see if we can...
In no particular order, except number 1 is Horizon Zero Dawn. Horizon Zero Dawn,
Until you play
Then-
Witcher 3, that is.
never gonna happen.
But
Don't
will.
have. I don't know. I don't have 1,000 hours. Yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn and Uncharted 4 are the two best, I think.
Okay.
Then I'd probably say Shadow of Mordor is up there.
Really? Top
Uh,
5?
It's top 5 next gen. Yeah, Shadow of Mordor. It's a phenomenal
Shadow of Mordor
game.
is better than The
Alright.
Witcher 3.
I haven't played The Witcher 3, bro.
You need
True, but-
to do it.
The trailer,
I
the
don't-
trailer for The
I-
Witcher 3 is better than Shadow of Mordor.
That's true. It's got more story.
Okay, you need to relax. I haven't even seen the trailer, so.
That's insane. Okay, what else?
Yeah, okay. Let me go back
Shadow
to
of
my
Mordor is
list.
better than like Black Flag.
I'll accept Shadow
Black
of
Flag,
Mordor.
Black Flag came out on Xbox 360.
It came out on one
Yeah,
as well, though.
first it did come out on Xbox 360.
But
Yeah.
it was more like a next gen release, but they released it on 360 as well.
But it was pushing like the map size that Assassin's Creed has, like it's
Because
got
they
the
were
biggest
trying,
impact.
because it was like the Xbox One version and PS4 version was like the main one, but they had like a downgraded version for the 360 and PS3.
That came out first. It came out first on 360 PS3.
It did, that's true. But I don't think that's what they were. I mean, I think their main goal with it was to.
So would you count that as a next gen game?
I
Or
think
a
I
current gen
would.
game?
I think I would because the next gen
Okay.
game wasn't like a remaster or re-release. It was like a simultaneous release. It was like a week apart just because of the next gen console dates.
I would have said it, but I just didn't think it counted as all.
I think it
But
does
if it
because it's not
counts-
because it's the same because they're both just called Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. It's not like the Xbox One is Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag remastered or anything.
I just kind of was thinking, this is a list of games that are only on current gen consoles.
It's like
for someone
Destiny
that's
1
like,
as well. That came out on Xbox
Yeah.
360.
okay,
Anyone that played
okay,
Destiny
sure.
1 on 360 you can.
If it's an original game and not a remaster that's on current gen consoles, okay. Well, I guess Black Flag would be there.
Yeah, I'll put
Shadow
Black Flag on mine
Mordor.
as well.
Yeah, Uncharted 4, Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'd probably go with. It's either The Lost Legacy,
Mm-hmm.
or I wouldn't be mad either at Fallout 4. I know you guys don't like Fallout 4, but I really liked it. So
Makes me feel sick.
That game.
Okay,
Fallout 4
relax.
was garbage.
Halo 5, Halo
That's-
5.
Oh yeah, we missed out on that, James. Fucking
Halo
hell.
5.
Yeah. Yes.
Halo 5 is one of my top 5
No
games on next gen.
Man's
No Man's Sky. Yeah. No Man's
Batman
Sky.
Arkham Knight.
Hey, you don't like Arkham Knight? What's wrong with
Assassin's
you?
Creed Syndicate. No, I love
It's not
Arkham
the
Knight.
best.
It's just
It's not
not
a good
as
way
good
to
as the
end
other
the-
ones.
Yeah, it wasn't a great way to end the fucking saga.
I think they needed a bit more time on the pre-development stages of like structuring the game, like because
Yeah.
that Batmobile did not need to be in 70% of the game. Like let's
well-
maybe play as Batman a bit more. I don't know what Batman looks like because I'm in the fucking Batmobile the whole time,
Let's
blowing
make
shit
it-
up.
Let's make the
It just took it-
Deathstroke boss battle in a Batmobile.
Oh, it's really annoying.
Well, it just took some inspiration from The Dark Knight Rises, and it's like Batman, who needs him?
Batmobile.
The Batmobile's the main character.
I love the Batmobile. He's in my top 5 gaming characters of all time.
Yeah, better than Ezio.
Batmobile is a close second to Ezio. So much
No,
development.
it's above Ezio. Above.
Life is Strange. That's another one. Yeah, that might go on my list. Of the 5 that I can't include another game on. 6. I don't know.
Yeah,
Fucking,
well, let me
just one of my
redo
games.
mine 1 second.
Alright.
Fucking Destiny 2, Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, The Witcher 3, Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted 4. That's my
Okay.
list. That's my top 5 games in current gen.
good.
I'm gonna put Red Dead Redemption 2 in there because I just know it's gonna be there, but it hasn't come out
It'll
yet.
be
Multiple
GTA
player
Online. GTA Online is in my top 5. Just joking, it's
Yeah.
not.
I mean,
Thanks, James. Didn't realize that. That's a great fucking story. Thanks.
Sam Tersey is saying Assassin's Creed 2. That game came out a long time ago.
2009.
That game's 8 years old. It came out on the Xbox 360. I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, I mean, Red Dead 2 could possibly be a bit bad because multiple characters in the.
We don't know that's happening though.
It doesn't make it so bad. I really liked GTA 5's campaign.
Yeah, but 4 was better though.
I think
No,
4
fuck
was better
4.
too.
Fucking no, fuck that. Fuck 4. Shit game.
No, it's not.
Whoa.
I mean, also, I think multiple characters wouldn't work with Red Dead. I feel like it's something about that, like, lone wanderer in the West.
Personal story.
If you can just quickly flick to another character and fly across the map, it's a bit like, don't do that, please.
I agree.
Hopefully they won't.
I don't want multiple characters. I'm just saying it doesn't mean. I don't think it makes the game bad.
It might.
I mean, it
Makes
doesn't
it
make the game
worse.
bad. It doesn't. It contributes to it, but it doesn't make the game all bad.
Sure.
I agree. Origins might be on there.
I mean, I
So,
hope it is.
I
Fucking
hope
better
it is
be.
too. Yeah, it fucking better be on there. If it's not,
I'd-
it's not
I'd-
good enough.
Yeah, I doubt it'll be on there, but I hope it is.
I think it
What
might.
makes me disgusted is in my
Okay.
comment section. It's just people that are like, "Oh wow, AC Origins can be better than The Witcher 3. It's gonna smash it." But,
Okay,
no,
well, it won't do that.
Okay.
it won't smash it because it's literally taking inspiration from the game. It can't smash a game that it's taking inspiration from.
Yeah, no, it's not possible.
Same with if someone's like, "What's your favorite game of the year?" It'll be Origins. No, it won't. It'll be Horizon Zero Dawn. Go fuck yourself.
I still think Origins is a contender for Game of the Year because it's already we know that there's way more side content and stories than Horizon. It's just whether they're executed well.
Yeah,
what
it's
we've gotta
whether the
wait for.
quality of them is good
Yeah,
because
we just gotta
Horizon
wait
Zero
for
Dawn
that.
is top-notch quality with its
Yeah.
side content.
Yeah, and the main story fucking so good in Horizon. So they've just got
Yeah.
all they've got to do is narratively nail it. I know with gameplay and open world they're gonna do it. It's just the narrative has got to be.
Yeah, which I
That's
highly doubt they're gonna make me feel the feelings I felt playing Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, I'm not expecting it, but I'm hoping for it.
So I know it's hard to release a good game, Ubisoft. You tried many times, but maybe this time you can get it right.
Doubt it.
Ghost Recon Wildlands was my.
That's
game
a
of the
good
year.
game. It's amazing. I love playing it with friends
Friends
online.
is better. Funny moments.
Destiny 2 would be up there as well. You know.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
a
it was
good.
very good.
Like I've always shied away from putting Destiny like on one of my top highest games, but the amount I play it and the amount I enjoy it, it has to be like it's one of the best gaming experiences I've ever played.
Yeah, like the amount I'm playing Destiny 2, it's got to definitely be up there somewhere. Like the
But
amount I'm
also,
playing
I
it,
can't play
I
a
must
game.
be enjoying it a lot. Like, so
Yeah.
why would I not put it on the list?
But I can't play a game for like 1,000+ hours and be like, yeah, it's not in my top 5 though, is it?
Yeah, that's true. It's got to be up there.
Because I count Destiny 1 and Destiny 2 as in like they're technically the same game because it's like the only reason they released Destiny 2 is because it's predominantly console and it's different to how you can update an MMO style game on PC, so they had to release a second title of it.
Elva just said, is Horizon better than The Witcher 3? I think overall, as a
Yes,
game, The Witcher 3... Okay,
yes.
shut the fuck up. You haven't played it. The Witcher 3 is a better game, but I think in terms of the main storyline, Horizon beats The Witcher 3 for sure. It's a way better main story. But in terms of the open world characters and just everything, like the way that the game is, The Witcher 3 is just fucking insanely good. Like, you have to work hard to beat that.
It's definitely. CD Projekt Red have set the bar extremely high, and I feel bad for anyone that's developing an open world game.
Especially because, like, with things like Horizon and Assassin's Creed, they're always going to be compared to The Witcher 3. And it's like,
Exactly.
you know, you kind of got
Assassin's
to
Creed more
try.
because people hate Assassin's Creed. They're like, well,
Yeah.
Witcher 3 copy, Ubisoft again.
Ubisoft
shit
can't even
game.
make their own games. Oh, whoa. And that's everyone in the
And
comment section of
Horizon does
IGN.
it, and everyone's like, oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much. Apart from the cultural appropriation, I love it.
I just think, well, Horizon just stands out because narratively, it's just such a unique
It's
game.
so good.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
refreshing to play a game like that.
Dinosaur robots, like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, the whole concept of it sounded stupid to me. I was laughing at that game before it came out. I was like, it looks, I've heard it looks fun, you know, looks interesting, but I'm just not convinced. It kind of looks a bit ridiculous. And then I played it, like, I could not have been more wrong. Like, in my, like, top 5, I did a video at the start of the year, like, top 5 most anticipated games of the year. Horizon was, like, an honorable mention. It wasn't even on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Blew me away.
It proved us all wrong, because I
It's
looked
weird.
at it and I was like, well, that's just going to be a game where you just kill shit and it's not going to be fun. No story.
Yeah, it looked like it was just like a. What I looked at and I was like, oh, it's kind of like a Ubisoft style game, open world. You've got viewpoints, you know, you've got an open world where you do little side quests and stuff, and there'll be a kind of main story. But to me, it looked like the game was more focused on like just doing things in the open world, and that was the game. But like the game was nothing like they marketed it. It's so weird. Like all the trailers and stuff never led me to believe the game was what it was when it came out. The only reason I ended up buying it is when Greg and Colin talked about it on Kind of Funny. That
Don't say
you led me
Greg.
to.
Don't say Greg's name on this show first
When
of all.
Colin talked about it on Kind of Funny.
Thank you. When Colin talked about it, yeah.
It really was Colin's words though that made me want to get the game, because he talked about like so highly of it, and like the way that he talked about it, like, you know, best PS4 exclusive, better than The Last of Us and stuff. It was like, Jesus fucking
That's
Christ.
insane. Like, how can you beat The Last of Us? Like, from what I played of it, it's
Oh,
a
it's just-
masterpiece.
I think Horizon does the whole package better. I think that's what it is. I think
I liked Horizon way more.
you
not even
don't
close.
like post-apocalyptic games though.
Horizon is a post-apocalyptic game.
Nah, it's a post-apocalyptic game though, because there's no
Oh,
zombies.
Yeah, it's it's like the.
It's after the apocalypse has like happened, and like it's like thousands of years later. It's like the after of like, it's like Fallout is the post-apocalypse, and then after that is like Horizon, like thousands of years after Fallout, when everyone's like recovering and starting to build civilizations again. Which is why it's so interesting, because like most people don't do that. They'll just do the main
Yeah,
apocalypse with
definitely.
zombies and stuff.
Oh fucking hell! I just that's the reason why a lot of people get turned off of The Last of Us. So like, it's just another zombie game. Fuck off.
It is.
I hate it.
Okay. It's really good, but it is a just another zombie game. Like
I think at the beginning.
I still don't like. I love it. It's a great storyline. The characters are great and amazing, but I still think I don't get it the way everyone else still talks about it and say it's a masterpiece. It's better than Uncharted. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? What game were you guys playing?
I think it's better than Uncharted.
It feels
You're
more.
also like dick in the mouth. So you know.
I feel the reason why is because Naughty Dog at that point had refined a certain formula of storytelling that then they could implement that into The Last of Us.
Last of Us is just something about it. I just loved every second of it. It was just so good. The only criticism I have is that sometimes it unnecessarily forces you into a combat or stealth situation where I'm like, I kind of didn't want to do this now. I kind of just like was liking like having the like I saw the bit was when you're like just walking with Ellie through these environments, exploring, scavenging, and like learning more about the
Last about
characters.
30 seconds. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes it'll throw you into combat when you don't want to be, but I enjoyed.
And that's what
the
Horizon
game
does really
pretty
well.
much.
Like, it has those sections where it's like an hour or two of solid story.
Yeah, when
Maybe
you're just
not 2
going
hours.
through like the you go through like the little ruins and stuff, and you're getting all these cutscenes and story moments and everything. It's really
Yeah.
great. And you never like you never end up getting into random combat to get to those points. You're just exploring, and it's just really fun. And then when you're
Yeah,
done with the story, then you get into combat. You have to do like a boss or something, and it just like changes gears. It's like it's really good.
So well done.
Which was the problem that Uncharted 1 had, is that there was loads of really tedious gun sections where you're like, okay, can I not like
It's also
climb
old
for
as
5
shit.
minutes? Yeah,
That's why I had a lot of bad things to say about Uncharted 1 when I first played it.
Yeah.
I was just mad at the game, really. I was like, this is shit. I fucking hate
Yeah,
this
playing that in
shit
Halls of
gun
Fox is
section."
so funny. Like, I fucking hate this game. It's such a shit game.
I was so mad at it. And then when I
We were
finished
playing
I
it
was
on like,
there was,
like the
Elena-
hardest difficulty though.
Yeah, I know. And then there was like Elena, Sully, and
When
fucking
they're on the
Nate.
boat,
And I was like,
yeah.
this game's amazing. I loved it every second of it.
Yeah, it was great. That was the same thing that you had with Mass Effect 1, though. You hated it when we were playing it, and at that final cutscene, you were like, this game was fucking amazing.
Look, Mass Effect 1 is a shit game.
No,
But
it's
it's
not a
got a-
shit game.
But
What
it's
the
got
fuck?
a great story. Like, as a game, if you were to take all of the story out of it, I'd have no reason to play it. It'd just be killing aliens. Fuck it, I don't want to do that.
I mean, the game,
The game is
yeah,
about the
but-
story, you fucking
Yeah, the game's about the
dickhead.
story, and the gameplay is like a means to game. Like, if you took all of the story out of The Witcher, fuck that. I'm not playing a game where you just kill monsters and ride around on a horse.
No, but I'm just saying, at least The Witcher has good mechanics, because Mass Effect 1 doesn't
Mass
even have
Effect 1's
good
old,
gunplay.
though.
Yeah, when did it come out?
2007,
2007.
yeah.
Yeah, fucking so did AC1. Fucking
Yeah.
Uncharted 1.
They're both fucking average. They're all average games.
By 2017 standards, yeah, all of those
Yeah,
are...
they're average games, but Mass Effect 1 is shit.
No, it's not. Fuck off. It's not shit. You're shit. You don't
Yeah,
get
you're just shit at the game, that's the problem.
I really enjoyed it when I finished it, because I was able to appreciate the full story. As I was playing, I was like, well,
George, you just got really quiet. What the fuck just
You
happened
did
there?
get, yeah, you did get quiet.
am I still quiet?
Yeah, you're still quiet.
Yeah, you are.
Alright, let me change the levels on my...
That's really weird.
That was weird. It's like you just started whispering. Welcome to ASMR. Kill Chronicle.
Alright. Oh, what the fuck? My level's
There you
on like
go.
94.
There you
Oh,
go.
They're good now.
Yeah, you sound
alright. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, I
Wait
didn't
for
like
it to
games.
go so loud in a second.
good.
So at that time I was streaming. Well, it's not like that time, but there was that time I was streaming, and my voice went really deep. And I
Yeah,
sounded like a
that was
black
so
man.
strange. Like, all the audio was fine, but your voice was just like really slowed. Like, it wasn't even slowed. It was just the pitch went down for some reason. No
Yeah.
idea why. That sounded so strange. That Ezio
It happened recently again, didn't it?
Did it?
I'm pretty sure it did. Like, it was on another stream.
Oh
and
yeah,
my
it
voice
did,
went
yeah, I
deep
remember.
again. Fucking
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, I
It's
remember,
so
I remember.
funny. Alright, well, there you go.
Top 5 games on the current gen, everyone.
I don't know what that was.
Me
That wasn't a
neither.
list.
I can't
That was
wait.
not a
I just
list.
can't wait to do the fucking timestamps on this. That's gonna be great and easy.
Fuck yeah, Last of Us is shit.
Anyway, what else
Oh,
we
people
got?
get so triggered by that, even though I was obviously joking.
Yeah.
James, you owe
Okay.
me an apology, a
I
public
do.
apology.
Okay.
Could you just tell me who's directing Star Wars Episode 9?
Oh yeah. It's I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't say you were. I didn't say you were wrong. I just said I don't want it, and I
Oh.
still don't want it. He's writing it as
What?
well. He's writing and directing episode 9.
That's awesome. What's
No,
wrong
he
with
can
you?
fuck off. I don't like him.
I don't think it's that
Jake-
bad. He did a good job with Force
Yeah,
Awakens.
first of all, if you don't know, J.J. Abrams is now directing and writing Star Wars Episode 9, which is fantastic news.
Force Awakens was
to me.
average though.
Oh, fuck
off. It was a
off.
good
But I
Fuck
love
off.
it. But I love it. Like, okay, I do love it. But it's an average. I think it's when I look back at it, I'm like, everything's just so safe. I don't want episode 9, this like final
It had to be.
climactic
You
episode,
know,
to be
what-
really safe and shit.
But
I
you're
think he
judging-
realizes that too, though.
Yeah, what's wrong with you, James? It's.
Yes.
Do you know how much pressure is on Episode 7 more than any of the other episodes? They have to, cater to every single person's criticism. They had to play it safe. They had to
Yeah.
play it safe. Now they don't.
Yes, so-
But they had no choice. Force Awakens is perfect because it was exactly what it had to be. Exactly
another
what it had to
Death
be.
Star in
To
it,
a
though,
T. Oh my god. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. There's another Death Star.
It is dumb though. It is dumb though. Why did they do? They could have. Look, he could have even made it like a big, could have made it like a big ship. Like, he didn't have to make it a big circle again. Like, why'd he do that? It literally is a Death Star. Like, you could have made it anything else. It could have been a triangle. Like, even that wouldn't have bothered me. Like, why did he make it another big sphere?
Force Awakens better be fucking Star Wars. It better be exactly like Star Wars. It better be fucking Star Wars. Why is there another Death Star? Fucking bullshit. Fuck off.
There was no Death Star in
It was silly
Empire.
that- I think it was silly Starkiller Base was a big circle, though.
Like, it didn't need to be a
Yeah.
big planet destroyer again. Like, fuck
But it
off
doesn't
with
matter.
it.
It doesn't matter though. It's over
matters
now.
a little
It was
bit.
great. It was great.
It was
you
a good
liked
movie.
the movie.
I did like the movie.
Although the
I
movie
really
was
liked the
really
movie.
impressive. The last battle with fucking
It's a great
Kylo
movie.
and Rey is amazing.
The characters are great. Han
The
Solo
scale
is
is insane as well. Everything about the movie is really good. And I like Force Awakens. Other people hate it. Jamie hates it, I think.
Jamie just
Fuck
doesn't like it. Ollie hates it because Ollie hates everything because he's a fucking cynic.
Jamie's also a communist, so I don't
Yeah,
really
He is
know.
actually, yeah, he is a communist.
He's
So are you
actually
though,
a
George. So
communist.
I am not. No, I'm not. I don't know what I am actually, but I'm not. I'm not a communist.
you're a communist.
Fight me.
Force Awakens was
Fucking
okay
Prius.
and good.
Fucking Prius, George.
I drive a Prius.
Fucking okay. So
May as well be driving a fucking tampon. Fucking
I think to me with this with J.J. Abrams directing episode 9 and writing episode 9, I think that episode 8 is going to be the best one of the new trilogy.
what? Based on what?
Based on the fact that
That's-
I'm just afraid he's just going to go I'm just
You know
afraid
what?
he's going to make another
You're acting like J.J. Abrams is stupid. He's such a good director.
I know
Look at
he is,
all
but
his
I'm just
other movies.
scared.
You're
I'm
afraid
just
he's gonna make another
scared.
really good Star Wars movie?
No, I'm just afraid he's gonna
Yeah.
make because to me it's gonna to me for the Force Awakens. I just hope he's learned from his mistakes because I don't want him to make it too safe. I don't want him to make it too funny as
it
well.
was not-
There's way too many jokes in the Force Awakens. Like they don't even take themselves seriously sometimes. It's kind of annoying.
He nothing he did in The Force Awakens was a mistake. Everything he did was on purpose, and he's not going to do it again.
Wait,
He did it because he had to do it, James. He had to reboot Star Wars.
Wait, James, you don't like the fact they don't take themselves seriously in Force Awakens, yet you're perfectly happy with the weird fucking puns that like fucking Darth Vader makes in Rogue One that completely breaks
I
character.
I don't think he breaks character at all. I love the lines he does in Rogue One.
He's got-
I
he's
think
like he's doped
he
up in
mocks
that
people.
movie.
No, he's not. Darth Vader's always mocked people, and that's the kind of thing he does in Rogue One.
Nah, it just seems like he's loosened up in Rogue One for some reason. He's just weird. It's like he's let his hair down.
No, I
Like,
think
I'm
this,
banter with the boys. And
well, this is
How
also
dare-
prior to
how
A New
dare
Hope
you.
as well. Like, I mean, it's not that far prior, but like, I mean, I think that Darth Vader's done accurately in Rogue One.
He's done accurately at the ending scene of Rogue One. where
Yeah,
he's
because
relentless.
because Darth Vader always does that in the original trilogy, doesn't he?
No, but it's like how his character is, a completely relentless guy.
Yeah,
Whereas
but he's
when
never
he's
like that in the original
choking
trilogy.
Freddy-
Let's
He
not complain
always
about the
chokes people.
inconsistency.
In the original trilogy, he always chokes people and then mocks them. Always in the original
Doesn't make a
trilogy,
pun,
and that's
though.
what he does
Doesn't
in
make a
Rogue One.
pun.
He never goes around with his lightsaber cutting up rebels ever. So I don't know why
Doesn't
people
make-
love that end line that he never does, but they don't like when he's being himself.
Because it was badass. That's what Darth Vader is. He's the epitome of a badass character.
I mean,
but
I
let's
know
be
I like
real
it
here.
too.
No one can really complain about the inconsistencies of Darth Vader because I don't think there's any character that's ever been more inconsistent in a franchise than Anakin Skywalker / Darth Vader.
That's true.
Like,
Darth Vader's the best.
Let's be fucking real.
His
here.
accent changes.
There's
Yeah,
no
when he
one
gets
that-
in the suit, he goes British.
He's like, no.
He's black. He's black and American when he gets in the suit. He's fucking James Earl Jones.
It's really weird. It's really weird. Anakin's
Yeah,
a sweet kid.
but I think you only had two choices for episode 9. You either had to do J.J. Abrams or guy that's directing, I forget, episode 8. You couldn't have
Johnson.
some at this late hour when they're about to start production in this huge movie, the finale of a trilogy. You can't have a new director come in at this late hour when they're about to start production.
True.
I'm sure
You have
George
to have
Lucas is
someone-
waiting there.
Yeah, he's waiting in the wings with his script.
He's,
He does it, does he not? He does it, doesn't he? Every time they're doing a movie, he sends in his own script for
Yeah.
it, and they always turn
Yeah.
it down. They're like, "No, George, no."
We're gonna put this right here, right on the refrigerator.
yeah.
And he gets all upset about it in interviews, and it's like, "You fucking sold it. Get over it."
Jesus Christ.
I still love George Lucas
Star
because he
Wars is
made the
ridiculous.
original movies. I still love him because he made it, and you know, it's not. I don't think the prequels were entirely his fault. He had a bunch of yes men
Yes, they
around
were.
him.
No, they were entirely his fault.
Nah,
That's
they
the point.
okay.
No,
they,
he
are,
didn't.
they were no one else's fault. They're 100%
Oh yeah,
his fault.
I mean, it's because in the first movie he had so much freedom, didn't he? Like the original trilogy.
With the
And then when the
no, it's the
No,
opposite. In the
opposite.
original trilogy, he didn't have freedom because
And then
like,
he had
there's-
freedom in
Then he
the
had freedom in the
prequels,
prequels. Yeah, that's the thing is that when he was making choices in the original trilogy, and he was like, "Oh, let's do
He didn't
this,"
even
everyone
direct it.
was like, "No, George, no." No, we're not
Well,
doing
surely
that.
that
Luke
shows
is
that
not
it is
putting
his
Darth
fault.
Vader's mask on at the end and saying, "I am Darth Vader now." No, he's not doing that. That's an awful idea.
Yeah,
He's
but
like,
surely that's
"Okay, I guess
proof
so."
towards the fact that it is his fault. Because if he did have people,
Oh
telling
no,
him
it's
no
it's
in the
his. No,
prequels-
it's definitely no,
That's
it's
my
his
point.
fault.
That's my
it's
point.
It's
That's
his
my point.
fault.
It's
But what
his
I'm
fault
saying
100%.
is that there were people around him as well that didn't tell him not to do it. So people
Do you know
contributed
why?
to it.
Do you know
They
who
could have
picked
told
those
him.
people? Do you know who picked those people?
He did.
Yeah, George fucking Lucas picked those people.
Oh, I still
because he
love
likes being
him.
he likes being surrounded surrounded by glad-handing, nonsensical douchebag yes man.
I still like him though because he created Star Wars. So
I can respect him for that.
Fuck George Lucas.
But
Fuck that guy.
Yeah,
I
fucking
dislike.
ruined
I
it.
dislike the.
Yeah, you're sitting here talking shit about
mean-
J.J. Abrams, you ungrateful.
I'm not talking
fuck.
shit about J.J. Abrams. I'm just cautious. I just don't want him to do another happy-go-lucky space movie.
Oh my!
Like
But you're acting like he had another option for
he
Force
definitely
Awakens.
did.
That was the perfect movie it had to be. There was no other movie it could have been.
The Starkiller Base could have been a triangle.
Oh my god.
That's true.
You're getting upset about a shape. Fuck off.
But I just don't understand the lot. Like, I wish I could just sit down and talk to, like, Snoke or whatever and be like, why did you make it again? Like, you saw what happened to the Empire, right? Twice. Why did you do this again? And he'd
It's
be
a
like,
planet.
honestly, I don't know. Like, I don't know
they
why we
Sucks
did
up
it.
stars.
Like, it's...
How did they destroy Starkiller Base again? Did
let-
they?
Also,
Well,
how
they
did the New Republic allow the First Order to, one, gather forces together and form an army, and also secretly build this planet into a big thing that kill? Like, they're
And
terrorists.
the keyword there, secretly.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know this, James. Space is pretty big.
But still, like...
There's a lot of it.
The weird
you can't
thing
really
is
keep
like,
track of all of
the
it.
First Order are not like the Empire, where they're like in charge and came from the Galactic Republic. It's like the New Republic is in charge that came from the Rebellion.
Yeah, where'd they get the money for it? It's a big budget.
Exactly, and I'm pretty sure that like it was like there's loads of laws put in place after the Battle of Endor. Or no, the Battle of Jakku, because that's when officially the war between the Rebellion and the Empire
The final
ended.
battle.
And I mean, to me, it's just really strange. Like, and also, why does the Resistance exist? Because it's not like the First Order's like the Empire, and they need a rebellion to rebel.
Yeah.
They have the New Republic. Why isn't it just the New Republic fighting the First Order? Why do they need a Resistance?
Why are they resisting?
And why has the Resistance even been in effect prior to Starkiller Base destroying the New Republic? So the New Republic were just like, let's have a Resistance, like
For no reason.
for no reason.
I don't think the New Republic picked the Resistance. The Resistance was just the Resistance, the assassino of Star Wars.
Yeah, but what
You've got
exactly
the
are they
Templars.
resisting? Because the
Yeah,
First
what are they
Order aren't in
resisting?
power
Yeah,
at all.
because the First Order
Any
aren't in
sort
They're
of
power.
resisting the New Republic.
Maybe
Because
there's a law that states that the New Republic can't attack them for some reason. I feel like there's got to be something there, and that's why they had to secretly create a resistance. So they're technically not acting out of the New Republic, but they are. But there's like a loophole in the law, so they can fight the First Order. I don't know. I'd have to look into the Star Wars politics.
At the end of the day, with this whole episode 9 thing, I just think you only had two choices for this director. That's what I'm saying. J.J. Abrams knows the cast. They all love him. They all trust him. He's going to
Except
be
for
easy
Mark
for them
Hamill.
to work with. He doesn't have to what's that?
Mark Hamill hates him, and he also hates Ryan Johnson as well for some reason.
Mark Hamill
Hamill's-
wants.
Mark Hamill's an idiot.
He is an idiot. Yeah. He's.
I love Mark Hamill, but he can just shut the fuck up and do what he's told to do. He's old. Who cares? His opinion doesn't matter.
Oh,
But
God.
what I'm saying is,
Ageist.
making a Star Wars movie at this scale is a lot of pressure on you. Kathleen Kennedy loves JJ. Everyone loves JJ as a part of Disney and the Star Wars team. So it's going to be easy for him to... He knows what he's doing. He knows the system of it. It's going to be easy for him to, write, direct. And he's got Ryan Johnson there who's built this story. And he read Ryan Johnson's script and said it was amazing. And he said he wished he'd directed Episode 8. So as soon as the Episode 9 director fell through, I knew JJ was going to do it. Because I know how much Disney love him. And I know how much he regretted not saying yes to doing Episode 8 and 9. So he's 100% going to do it.
All right.
Unless they offer it to Ryan Johnson first. But give Ryan Johnson a break. JJ's had a breather. He's heard the feedback from Force Awakens. I thought he did a phenomenal job. I think he did what he had to do. Now he has the freedom. Make what you want. Play off what Ryan Johnson's done. And I'm sure JJ's a smart guy. He's respectful. He did the Star Trek movies, and the Star Trek fans love that shit. So I think...
I mean, J.J. Abrams successfully brought back Star Wars in a good
let's
way.
not forget. Yeah, let's not forget.
Yeah, true.
He
Gotta
did
give him
better than
credit
George
for that.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He did better than the guy that created the franchise.
I mean, the fans are always going to do better than George Lucas at this point. Like,
it's quite
Yeah.
true, actually. He's a bit of a
George
fucking
Lucas
retard,
is
but-
senile.
Yeah,
I have a lot of
right.
faith in JJ. I'm very happy JJ's back.
Yeah, sure. You know what? Yeah, sure. Yeah. I mean, I think I would have preferred Rian Johnson, just because
Rian-
I feel like the
it's a lot of
Last
pressure on him.
Jedi is going to be a better. It's just I feel like the tone is going to be what I want. But that doesn't. I mean, I guess that doesn't mean that J.J. Abrams is going to do another Force Awakens, because I guess it will
He's
get
not.
darker as it goes along. So he can just continue from that. Or I mean, Empire was definitely a darker movie than Jedi was. So
Yeah, that's true.
he can go back up again because it's like the finale of everything. So
I really don't think it's fair to criticize JJ for doing what I think he had no choice but to do.
sure. And I mean, I still love the
You know-
Force Awakens. I do still love it.
He wrote and set up, Ray and Finn and everybody. Like, he's the one that came up with all these concepts that Rian Johnson's now writing off of, right?
It bothers me they didn't have a set plan from the beginning though. Like they've talked about,
I'm pretty sure they had some things that were.
but I mean, the thing they've said, they've talked about before, is that they just they wrote it and it was like, okay, now the next episode will be written by the next person. They don't have to follow any ideas that the original writer had. They can just do whatever they want and make it up, which is weird. It's like they never had a plan for how episode 9 will finish, and where the characters come from, their backstories and stuff. It's like they'll just kind of sort of figure it out.
Yeah, well, let's hopefully Last Jedi satisfies us. I think it will. I'm pretty
I think
confident
it
in
will.
it.
I'm thinking it's going to look really good. and be
Rian
fucking
Johnson's a great director, great narrative director. He's great at playing with pacing and I just think he's going to do a great job. And from hearing the behind the scenes stuff, sounds good. Obviously, Mark Hamill is. I don't think Mark Hamill ever said he hates Rian Johnson. I just think he didn't like Luke, how he was written at first, and then he said, I over time I accepted it and liked it.
I mean, what did he expect Luke was going to be? He wanted Luke to be the main character, really.
I don't think that's what he meant. I think Luke is the main character. Rey's obviously the main character, but it's Rey, Luke, and Kylo. You know what I mean?
But they've said that The Last Jedi isn't about Luke. That movie's not going to be about Luke. He's not the main character.
Of course, he's not the main character. It's not like he was in episode, 4, 5, and 6. But Rey's the main character. Kylo's the other main character, and he's the lead supporting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I can't wait to
Imagine
get
how
the fucking
upset.
trailer.
He can't be more upset than he would have been with JJ when he reads the script. He's like, "Oh, I got one. I don't even have a line." Cool.
Like he said,
Yeah.
he wanted when Rey grabs the lightsaber out of the snow, he wanted that to be Luke. He was like, that would have been fucking cool, and it's would have been cool, but
It wouldn't have made sense.
it would have been cool in the moment. But then when you look back on it, you'd be like, oh, I kind of wish they hadn't done that.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
Yeah,
That would
I'm
have
glad they
made
didn't
no
do
sense
that.
to
As
it.
much as it would have been
Yep.
pretty fucking
Let's leave-
cool.
Let's leave the writing to JJ.
Yeah, maybe not get
I mean,
Mark Hamill to do
Mark
it.
Hamill tries to do a bit of writing here and there, but no one
Yeah,
listens
doesn't-
to
he
the
doesn't-
lad.
Yeah, he wants Luke to be something else, and it's like, nah, let's not.
Luke's
do
had his
that.
time, all right. He was
Yeah, he had
great,
3
and he still is
movies.
great in all fairness.
I
But
think he's gonna be great in this. I mean, I
Yeah,
can't
I'm looking
wait.
forward to it.
I
Fucking
can't
love
wait
Luke.
to see Luke back. Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
It's
I mean-
it's exciting stuff, and I'm just happy they have someone consistent, right? JJ at least knows what he's doing, and it's going to be, we're not going to hear about real tough production things going on mid-production with episode 9 now. You know what I mean? There's not going to be any hiccups because JJ's, he's going to run a tight ship, and they all trust him.
Yeah,
He'll have more control.
I mean, we can all talk about the the main movies. It's all well and good to voice our opinions about those. But what about the Han Solo?
Movie that we
Movie.
didn't ask for.
No,
yeah.
thank you. No, no, thank you.
Yeah, didn't ask for that. I want. Well, where's my
No.
Obi-Wan standalone? But
That's all I want. That's all I want.
Well, they've
That's all-
confirmed the Obi-Wan standalone, haven't they?
with Ewan McGregor though, is he?
I don't think they've confirmed that, but they've
Well,
confirmed there is.
kind of
There,
need to have Ewan McGregor in it.
If it's not,
No
if it's
doubt
not
they
Ewan,
will.
yeah, if it's not Ewan, don't make it. You're wasting my time. Get the fuck out of my face.
They
Yeah.
know what people want. I reckon they'll do that. Although saying they know what people want, they are making a Han Solo movie, so maybe they don't.
Yeah.
This movie's it's gonna be full of weird cliches. It's gonna be really weird, and you're gonna see him like I said, you're gonna see him you'll see him meet Chewie, and he'll make little nods to future movies and stuff.
Well, I hope my son doesn't kill me.
Okay, maybe not that. Nah, he'll see kids playing, and he'll be like, God, I'm never having a kid. They'll be the death of me. It's like, haha, because
fuck
your
off,
son
bro.
stabs you. And like he'll see like a senator or something,
hope
or
he
someone
never-
talking
He
like
never says that.
or like a politician, and he'll be
because
like, "Oh, I can't stand politicians." And it's like, you marry Princess
one,
Leia.
no. Yeah.
Stop, these guys, stop.
Yeah.
Never be screenwriters.
They're gonna do it though.
It's exactly what George Lucas did the prequels, like Obi-Wan to Anakin. He's like, then why do I think you're going to be the death of me? Don't say that, Master. You're the closest thing I have to a father.
That one
It's
I
like,
don't
well,
mind. That one I'm alright with. That was really that was just sort of like a subtle little thing. Like they didn't make it like a big, like there's no, like he didn't like look at the camera and like hear the drums. Like
He looks at the camera, it zooms in on him, and he goes, "You're gonna be the death of me."
Oh god.
And then Anakin looks up and he goes, Han shot first. And I'm like, oh.
Oh no, they'll do that. The movie will open with a battle, and someone will say something to Han and something, and he'll be like, "Don't worry, I always shoot first," or something like that.
Or like they'll be in a
Stop.
battle.
You guys
and
should
it's
never
like,
be
"Oh, what's going
screenwriters."
on?" And they'll be like, and someone will say, "Oh, Han started it. He shot first."
You'll be like, "You started it." It's like I always shoot first. Oh god.
I hope you guys never become screenwriters.
I hope we do.
It'll be
We'll
a
make the
parody
Han
of
Solo
Star
movie
Wars.
people want. It'll be this self-aware meme. I feel like they're gonna get at least one of those in there. I feel like they've got to. I don't want them, but I feel like they're
I'll
going
be
to.
disappointed if they don't put one in there because that's what I want from this movie. That's all I want.
Do you think we'll see him meet Chewbacca, or do you think they'll just be friends? I hope we don't see it. I wanna just see them be friends from the beginning, and that can be the opening.
Yeah, I don't want to see it.
That'd be really shit. Or like, do you think? I think there's a possibility we'll see him win the Millennium Falcon though. Like, you know, he said he won it in a card game or whatever with Lando, and then we'll probably end up seeing the Kessel Run too.
And then we'll see all the famous stuff.
All
that he
they've
says
done
he's
is they've gone back through and watched the original trilogy, and they've taken a note of every time Han references something he's done, and they've gone, "This is all gonna be in the movie," and that's the movie.
It's gonna be the worst movie ever.
It's gonna be
gonna be
so
shit.
shit.
It is gonna be shit.
If I go into
Han
that
Solo's
movie,
gone out perfectly. Like how good was Harrison Ford in Force Awakens? He was the best
great.
part of that movie.
He was great, yeah.
we don't need
He
an
went
origin.
out like a hero.
Even though he hates
look,
Star Wars and only did The Force Awakens because they paid him millions of dollars, but it's alright. He did a good job.
if I come out of the Han Solo movie and like I like it, that'll be amazing. But I really think it's gonna be really shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're having someone other than Harrison Ford playing Han Solo. It's immediately
Yeah,
it
it's
sounds
Yeah,
like
it's just
shit.
weird. So what the fuck are they doing? Amelia Clark's
Yeah.
in it.
Oh, I
as
mean,
well.
that's gonna bring it back, isn't it?
That'll be
Okay, well, I'm already rock hard. You just said my
Amelia
my future wife's name. So
Oh
What
god.
about the Amelia Clark rapping video though?
Oh no, we don't talk about the Amelia Clark rapping.
Have you seen that, Tyler?
I've seen everything that Amelia Clark's ever done.
I mean, as Ollie said, if she did that around me, I'd backhand her.
Classic.
You don't touch my wife ever again. Ever? You understand me? You fucking communist scum. So
What if she was sitting there singing like a Rastafarian though? What would you do?
I would look. She
Even
can
if
do
you
whatever
had
she
to-
wants. She can do whatever she wants.
Even if you have to sit through unbearable cringe.
I just look at her and not listen to what she's saying. So
Isn't that what you do anyway?
yeah. So we're all good then. So I think we're all fine.
Alright.
Oh
thing.
god.
Talking about my dream girl, I'm just like every day I pray to the gods that she never, gets in a relationship with anybody else. I was like, stay single for longer, Amelia. Stay single for longer.
She's
I'm coming.
precious.
I'm coming.
She's protected at all costs.
With Amelia Clark, do we know who she's playing in the Han Solo movie, or we just know she's in it? Will she be a quirky space pilot who Han will meet, and they'll argue together, and then they'll fall in love, and then she'll die? So it's like Princess Leia again, but it's not.
Yeah, that'll be
Princess Leia.
shit. I don't
And
want a
then-
love
and-
interest for
and that's
Han.
why-
He doesn't need another one.
Han Solo loves Princess Leia because she reminds him of Amelia Clark's character.
Because I wish Amelia Clark's character was still around.
Yeah.
That's what he said. He says Amelia Clark's character. He doesn't say
Yeah,
character's name.
that'll be the new George Lucas edit of the original trilogy. He randomly blurts out every so often when like there's a shot of Han driving the Millennium Falcon. Oh, I really miss Amelia Clark's character, Because obviously Han
In the
Solo.
standalone Han Solo Star Wars story movie.
Yeah, yeah, in theaters now. So the new original trilogy is just one big advertisement for the Han Solo movie.
And then those will be shit as well.
And in the Han Solo movie as well, you'll have Chewbacca will be in it, except in the movie he'll have subtitles, and then he'll say things, and like then Han will reply as if he said something else, and the audience will be like, "Oh, that's funny," because Chewie didn't say that.
God, imagine if fucking Chewie had subtitles. Fuck off. Get out of here.
I can't. You guys stop this. Stop
You could
hurting my
easily
feelings.
ruin this movie more than it's already going to be bad.
Yeah.
And after he says anything, he'll just be like, "Oh, and Fox."
Let's do the Kessel Run and
I just wanted to
Fox.
fit it.
Like Chewie will just look at the camera and say in perfect English, Chris Evans.
Oh God.
For no reason.
Oh, that movie's going to be great. I can't wait to see that.
That's
Wow.
gonna be really
Okay,
good.
let's wrap this shit up.
We've hit the full 3.
Yeah, it's the full 3. It's mental.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Time
Well,
flies.
fucking hell. Thanks everyone for joining us. Thanks George for joining us for this Destiny 2 podcast.
It's
Uh,
pleasure.
And if you loved the podcast that much, you can head over to As Always Entertainment, link in the description, or go to www.patreon.com/AsAlways.
I was like, that's not the URL. As always, it's a name.
Yeah, and you can pledge just $1 or possibly more money, hopefully more money, and get extra content, and it'll be really good, I promise. Check it out. And some of those wonderful patrons we have over there at www.patreon.com/AsAlways is Ben or Modorox, Quizhek, Josh Devillier, Xeno Rheao or Ian, Damian.
That's a bit of a weird pronunciation, Xeno Rheao.
I was gonna say Ian and Z. Like I started Xeno, but then I was like, I want to say Ian
Just
first.
fucking keep going.
Mario 5380, Lumistrad, Yazen, Joshua Maurer, Gene, Marcus Blackburn, TheHumbleWorm, Nimbus, Seth, Tom Cunningham, Oscar, RAVJAI, Zack Neely, Son of a Bitch Ogeaidogo, Tyler Tranter, Brendon or BQ Overlord, and Pink Flame 313. You sweet vintage lads. Thank you very, very much.
Alright.
And that's it.
I might up my pledge to like $5.
Yeah, you should.
Because I like it.
You always should. And that's it
Yeah,
for the podcast.
fucking hell, George.
I think I might do it, yeah.
We'll see you next. We'll see you next Sunday for Kill Connor Clubhouse over on patreon.com/AsAlways. And we'll see you in 2 weeks'
And I'll
time.
upload a video on Tuesday, so that's fucking sick.
Holy
Sick and
shit.
good,
Oh,
with no
shit.
ads. Yeah,
That's
what?
fucking
What the fuck?
mental. Oh, and yeah,
Yeah.
I need to sort out the As Always lower thirds and shit. I completely forgot to do that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all next time.
See you later, boys.
Peace.
See you later. Don't say peace. Fucking.
Every time.